It's Hockey Night in New England, presented by Berkshire Bank, the official bank of NESN's Boston Bruins coverage. This game comes your way live from KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, where the Bruins have their first meeting against Atlantic Division rival, the Buffalo Sabres. And hello again, everybody. High above the ice, alongside Andy Brickley, and with Adam Pellerin at ice level, I'm Jack Edwards. Well, you know, Krejci is coming back from injury. Derek Forbort is still out. 3 key players missed more than a month of action. The Bruins have 18 different players who've scored goals. This team is mega deep, and it enables them to win games in many kinds of fashions.
Yeah, your depth is going to be challenged at different points throughout the year. Boston's got challenged right off the bat, particularly with no Marchand, no McAvoy to start the season. And all the talk was, can they keep their heads above water? You know, be 2 or 3 games over 500 until they get back. 12-2. I mean, that's the start. That's your depth, and everybody's got a piece of it. Everybody's got their fingerprints on a piece of this 12-win start to the season for Boston.
The latest guy to rejoin the club, full marks to the training staff for getting these guys back 100%. Charlie McAvoy looks in mid-season form.
Well, like Brad Marchand, Charlie McAvoy felt the same way. I don't want to come in and disrupt what this team is doing because everybody's playing so great. But this kid's just a stud. He's an absolute stud. You know, when you play defense in the NHL, your job is to defend, yes, but your most important aspect of the game is to break pucks out of your own zone. None better than Charlie McAvoy. He didn't miss a beat. Great example right there. It's a good read with his defense partner to stay on the opposite side as an outlet. Use the middle of the ice, tape to tape, and then in your own zone, retrieve pucks, use that powerful straight skating stride, cut back when necessary, get separation. And how's the shoulder feeling? It's going to be tested. You got to be physical. He might be the Bruins' most physical defenseman outside of Conn. And he takes the body, so he passed those tests in game 1.
All right, just joining in here. I was out with
sound. He was physical.
Preston.
He was strong on the puck.
Preston and my wife are putting the ornaments on the Christmas
late in the
tree.
power play. It ended up being an
So
even strength
Preston is
goal,
in
but
full
catch and
Christmas
release.
string.
Jack, he
Here,
looked like he,
here.
you know, was right there from day 1 training camp and didn't miss a game. But
Welcome
no,
in
his
Anthony
first
the
game,
Muller Man, Paul Engel.
impactful.
Jeannie,
So
hello.
the Bruins atop the Atlantic
Jeff
Division
Conant, hello.
hope to stretch
Jesse,
their
hello.
lead
Welcome
tonight.
in. We're
Keith
couple
Kincaid
minutes away.
gets the start in
Couple
goal.
minutes away from getting
His
started.
Bruins debut.
Oh, thank you, Jeff,
Craig
for thinking
Anderson
about that. You didn't have to do that,
and
buddy.
the
I appreciate
Sabres. We're
anything you do.
back in a flat.
You know that. Oh, I got to send Greg my address.
With roots right here in New England,
Oh, hold on. We
Thanksgiving
don't want a
is
commercial. God forbid we're selling a turkey in New England. Of course. Oh, don't start crying. No, you should have stayed out there. Preston! The dog starts crying. The puppy's in the other room. He wants to go with him. Preston and them shut the door.
I'm sorry, those rewards are not for you.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
Hold on, Rex. I'll get you out of here, buddy.
Unexpected is a bank that gives you double the love.
With my new TD Double Up credit card, I really get double cash back. You do? Wow. You guys, love me. We actually do. I love you too. Wow. Never said that fast before.
Yeah, it's Rex, and he's mad because he's locked in here. Hold on. I'll get it. Watch out. Move out of the way of the chair. Come on. Go. Don't play with me. Go. 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 You're fine. Go. Go. You're fine.
We never can expect what could happen on this half-an-hour program.
Lila Rose, hello, welcome in.
Premier food and lifestyle program, Dining Playbook, Saturday mornings at 9, Encore Sunday night at 9 on NESN.
Great to see you guys in here already. 12 friends hanging out with us already. It's going to be a good one. As soon as they give me the NHL feed, I'll bring up the link. Jeff, dude, wow.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority.
Jeff just sent me a beautiful PayPal. I don't know if Jeff will have to tell me if I'm allowed to share that. But give hearts in the chat for Jeff. I'm always humbled by this. I can't do my usual Hulk thing because we don't have it, which is so frustrating. Okay, good. Jeff gave me a blessing to share it. Let me find my hearts in here for Jeff first. I got to do that. I'm giving Jeff Purple Ravens hearts. Is what I'm giving him. Jeff sent me a $50 PayPal because I respect and admire the hell out of you, sir, and any friend of Kelly is a friend of mine. I hope that I can be down there sometime when you're down there so that me and you and Kelly and Steve can do something together and hang out. I would love that. Thank you, Jeff, for blessing us tonight. I'm saving right now for a trip to take Preston to Disney in the spring as a present to him for all he's done helping me get through this. So that will go and saved to that. Thank you, sir. Jeff's just a good man. And he's funny, which makes it even better. Thank you so much.
Clifton. My favorite player growing up was Scott Stevens.
My name is Keith Kincaid, and my favorite player growing up was Martin Berger.
I'm Linus Allmark. I'm a favorite player
that's what I'm on, Jesse.
Keith Kincaid set to make his
work
first
all the
start
funds
between
together
the pipes
to
with the Bruins.
Take him
we'll
down
bring you
there.
the national anthem and puck drop when we return.
It'll just be me and him for a weekend. But I'm also going to try to I want to do
Join
it
us for community wealth building
at some point in the early part of the year where I can try to get down there when they have artists or authors there, maybe during that festival, so that I can get some interviews for the channel. I want to try to get some guests for the channel. And I think if I can get down there and do that, I could accomplish two things with one stone. Get some great interviewees, people for me to interview, so that I can start up the Tuesday night show again. And then the third thing being to be able to thank Preston for all this time of what he's done. Yeah, Jeff, I get it, man. Trust me. We were supposed to go this December. We were supposed to be down there the second week of December, and I had to cancel the trip. We had all this medical stuff and everything that we're doing and everything. It's just too much. And I couldn't make it happen. So within a worthwhile activity. So I'm looking at trying to sneak down there with just him in the spring. And then we'll be back down there in next September. My company is bringing us in for a 20-year recognition for me of being with the company. It was my 20th year when I got struck down with this medical thing. They're at a commercial too. We haven't started yet. It was my 20th year. So they are bringing the whole family down, apparently, is what I've been told. I'll believe it when I actually have the documents in front of me, but I've been told they want to bring the whole family down for my thing. So that'll be kind of cool. We'll see. Now, you do a good job with the weather stuff, Jesse. I appreciate all you do. You do a great job. You have a week in Aruba booked in February. Hey, there you go. Well, reach out to me offline, Jeff, and I'll tell you the dates that we're looking going and see if they match up. So that would be kind of cool. Kelly and I we were on the phone yesterday for, 40 minutes talking about stuff. Just going over everything. So, all right, let's see what they got going here.
Fans, buy Audi. Visit your
Are they doing the national anthem? What are they doing?
Today.
Well, they're already singing it on the other channel.
Your power play advantage.
So they're already done the national anthem on the other channel. Maybe not.
Cancer night in Buffalo.
Both teams lose.
Tonight's
Okay.
starting goaltenders are brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Experience the magic of the enchanted village, now open at Jordan's Furniture in Avon. Keith Kincaid with the Rangers last season won 8 games, one of them being a shutout. He makes his first start in a Boston uniform, spelling Linus Ullmark. Craig Anderson, the 2017 Masterton Award winner, Bruin for 9 days, and really great guy. Bruins have tied their best start through 14 games in terms of points. They have a 7-point bulge on the Detroit Red Wings, who play later tonight on the West Coast.
All right, let's
Jim
do it.
Montgomery said this team is better than he thought it would be, and he is enjoying the ride.
We're about to drop the puck here. As soon as I get the feed from the NHL.
Buffalo wearing its tighty whities.
Now we're cooking. Let's see if this is going to work under the already set. Nope. Sit down.
Kevin Pollock to administer the opening face-off, working his 1,500th game. The game is on. Brandon Carlo loops it into the right wing corner. Jake DeBrusk speedy after the puck. Marchand behind the net. Bergeron intercepted for a minute from Krebs. Alex Tuck comes all the way through, and Kincaid snuffs it out. Well, that was Krebs.
Yeah, it looked like Boston was going to get possession not once but twice on this shift, Jack. You know, Bergeron was in great shape for a steal in the offensive zone. Good back check by DeBrusk and center ice.
All right, let's rock and roll with this one. I don't know if this one can rival the first game we did as far as intensity and everything, but we're going to find out. And that short we did got 6,000 views. I was happy with that. That was nice.
Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm, the long diagonal. DeBrusk gets a piece. Anderson paddles over to Owen Power, the #1 choice in the 2021 entry draft. 6'6" and smooth and skilled. Pavel Zacha charges up the right wing to Charlie Coyle. Blocked by Ilya Lyubushkin.
What's Boston's record right now? Weren't they like 10-1 or something at one point?
Slides at right wing. Zacha into Coyle's skate. Lyubushkin backs into his own zone. Gets it back. Kincaid wristed to Zacha. Jack Quinn pokes it away, and here is Power. Smooth skater with a great reach. He wrists it on Kincaid, who blocks it to the corner. Alex Tuck loses control. Connor Clifton to the red line. Jeff Skinner to Tage Thompson. Skinner, a blocker stop by Kincaid. Thompson, a real force in the middle. Tuck had Skinner deep in the slot, but couldn't get it to him.
Good play by Zaboro. I'm not sure if he was aware there were people behind him, but he got right in that passing lane. A couple of good entries for the Sabres.
Yeah, a couple
the
great
first one was an
entry
individual rush
passes
by Owen Powell. The second one, their top line on the ice. You turn the puck over in the neutral zone, they're coming right back at you. This is the shot by Power. He had a pretty good opportunity, and then Skinner got the second one on the next wave when he came in.
Wow.
Inside the tops of the circle, try to go short side high. Kincaid had to get it with the blocker.
Nosek
they have come out playing the start of the year.
McAvoy to Craig Smith.
That's nuts.
Now Matt Grzelcyk blocked by Gergen.
Moeller man's got to be happy with that.
McAvoy has trouble clearing, stays with it. Smith gains the line. Grzelcyk's shot through Casey Fitzgerald.
What's up, Jeffrey? Welcome in, buddy.
Smith around to Foligno. Girgensons on the counterattack. Asplund off the end boards. Smith lifts it out. Power to Dahlin. Dahlin over the center dot. Gains a clean entry, unfettered, and Kincaid has to make a save. Lindholm, a nice move through the center zone. Krejci to Carlo, low for Pastrnak. A shot with purpose.
Yeah, they got a great record. You live 20 minutes north of Boston.
Lindholm,
I used to go up there all the time, Jeff, when I was doing my military job. I was at Hanscom Air Force Base all the time. All the time.
Carlo to center. Paul. Powers past Middlestat. Lyubushkin. Coyle takes it away from J.J. Peterka. Peterka, right wing, left shot, his forehand in the middle. Zacha breaks it out, having covered the low slot. Coyle goes for a tumble. Quinn across to Lyubushkin. Gets away from Quinn. Lyubushkin indirect.
So I plenty of time in Hanscom. Do you remember, did you ever go out around base down into New Bedford?
Frederick
I think it's New Bedford there.
Swings it
the little town right outside there.
The Bruins change out.
You come out of the base, the front end of the gate where the hotels are, and you make a left, you go down into
the
town.
Boston bench.
Have you ever gone over there? There's a
not much going on in Boston.
Grocery store shopping center, and there's a hotel on the corner.
Jack, they had the one chance
and there's
off
a
the rush where Grzelcyk fired.
I don't know, one of the health food stores
with
back
bodies
there.
Going to the net. They had a nice little rush coming when Krejci went back
diagonal
to the right point to Carlo.
Sure
Carlo had no lane. He tried to go low to Pastrnak, bad angle shot. But other than that,
there used to be a restaurant there
just yet in the Buffalo zone.
Called
Sabres are ranked
Cafe Luigi
in first period goals.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Bruins are fourth. Penalty coming up against
Penalty coming,
Buffalo.
delayed penalty coming.
Shot blocked by Tuck, and Thompson has possession, and the Bruins will have the first power play of the night.
Yeah, cross-checking the call.
It's been 20 years. Hold on.
Number 25, Buffalo, 2 minutes, cross-checking.
That restaurant up there was one of my favorite restaurants in the entire world. It closed up recently. It was called Cafe Luigi. And I would eat there. When I went on my trips to Hanscom, I'd eat there every day for one of my meals. It was that good. They had homemade Caesar salad that was done on the location that was ridiculous. But the biggest thing is they had this fruit of the mar, and it was homemade Alfredo pasta with a creamy Alfredo vodka sauce, and it was stuffed with shrimp, scallops, and lobster. And it was like $15, and it was phenomenal. The place was so good, my boss used to go there when he'd be up there, and he would torment me with pictures of it.
Drops it off for Pasternak.
Love that place. Wish it was still there.
Thompson takes it away. Tage Thompson on a take.
Oh, what a play! Sabres on the board.
Great skater.
Wow.
Highly skilled and emerging superstar.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, Jeff.
Tage Thompson.
That full recognition that this is going to be David Krejci trying to defend. You know, you use that delay. If you turn the puck over in the neutral zone, you're at a disadvantage. Krejci has no chance against the powerful
That's so true.
Tage Thompson.
Especially if it's good seafood.
Not even much of a move. All he's got to do is explode into space.
Thompson on the score. That was nice.
Go to his backhand, protect the puck, and he just pulls it around Kincaid. Impressive.
Still on the power play. That was a short-handed goal.
Tries to cut inside. Cousins can't clear it past Lindholm. McAvoy the tap to Taylor Hall. Hall indirect to Lindholm. Swings it around to McAvoy. Hall drops it for Lindholm. Tipped by Zacha wide.
1 minute on the power play. 1 minute.
Taylor Hall. Hampus Lindholm. Charlie McAvoy catch and release through Foligno's screen. Cousins takes it into the Boston zone and then takes it back.
Sabres are going to kill this power play off. They got the puck again.
Kincaid saves Fitzgerald's 150-foot slapper.
25 seconds. Boston's got it back now.
Pasternak. Final 20 seconds of the Boston power play. Grzelcyk tosses the backhand. Fitzgerald breaks it up. Pasternak wheels it to DeBrusk. Asplund crisply to Girgensons. Clock has run out on Boston.
Full strength.
Power play back to 5-on-5. Clifton goes down over the stick of Thompson. Tuck closes. The shot blocked by Carlo. Skinner, a great save by Kincaid.
Jesse, you're really doing a great job with finding all that. Thank you.
Charlie Coyle.
I told Paul you could do that. Paul texted me and said there's no way she can figure that out.
Banks it.
I said she knows what she's doing. He goes, she only knows about clouds.
Smith's
Paul,
pass.
I think she knows more than clouds.
Stick.
He goes, nope,
Frederick hard to
just
the corner.
cumulus,
Jacob
cumulus.
Bryson
And then he hung up on
bumped
me.
from behind by Craig Smith. Casey Middlestat bans on the shot. Carlo takes him into the boards.
I've been to Newport many a days. Been on Newport space many a days. Been down by the ships and everything. Beautiful over in Newport.
Catch and release by Fitzgerald and a glove
Spent
stop
many a days
by
all up in that area.
Kincaid.
Newport at the Naval
1-0
Station.
Sabres on the
Down
shorty
at,
by Tage Thompson.
Over to Hanscom, up to Maine.
With roots right here in New England, Thanksgiving
London,
is one of our
all those
longest
places.
lasting traditions. And now,
Plenty of days bouncing around those grounds. I miss being up there. I enjoyed going up there. The thing that stinks about that now, if I was still healthy and was still doing my job, I could be up there going and, you know, having dinner with the Moeller Man or Shep or Zip or, you know, whoever, Meg, live up that way and seeing people, which would be really cool. Unfortunately, you know, I don't travel like I used to. But I didn't know all those people back then, unfortunately. Man, that would have been cool if I could have done that. So, but it is what it is, you know. New life, new changes. You just work through it. And you get blessed by like Jeff today, who blessed our channel, which is incredibly nice of him to do. Never expected and always humbly, gratefully appreciated anytime anybody blesses us in any way, shape, or form, whether it's fiscally, whether it's sharing us out, whether it's liking a video, anything that you do voluntarily of your own choice that can benefit myself or my family, we consider it a blessing. That's what we do. Newport is right near Jamestown. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been up there, seen the casino, Highlight Casino, and all that stuff outside of Newport, and ate breakfast at a Dunkin' Donuts. There's a diner right there by the gate. I've been to that diner a couple times. That diner was pretty good.
They're the youngest team in the National Hockey League with an average age of just over 25 years old, and they have 2 of the last 5 #1 overall picks in the NHL draft. Powerful Connection, brought to you by Xfinity. Experience a powerful and secure connection for all devices. Xfinity XFi, can your internet do that? 19-year-old Owen Power, drafted #1 in 2021, and Rasmus Dahlin, first in 2018 offensively. You got UConn star Tage Thompson, who scored, and Luke Tuck as well, guys.
Sounds like Buffalo here is building for the future.
And Craig Anderson snags it. Buffalo is the way up.
Remember when we went into Vegas, you know, a few years back in their first year of existence?
I just figured out the other day that if I put go in from my other account and put the game on my iPad, I could get full 3 hours worth of watch time.
Remember?
Right. Just let my iPad run over here.
That night.
Just realized I could do that.
And he's established himself.
Never done that in the past.
A very good player in this league.
But here I'm trying to get watch time. The other channel, I don't care about it. We blow watch time out the door.
With purpose.
We easily make the goal that we need to make.
Delighted to be
here. It's
traded
going to take me a little
to
bit.
Western New York, where he is a native.
Maybe we can pull off watch time and the 1,000 subscribers by January 1. That's what I'm hoping. January 1 is where I've set my goal. Thank you for sharing it out, Jeffrey.
Power back to Krebs. Dishes to Power. Dahlin blocked by Marchand.
I think that's a reasonable goal.
Dahlin goes indirect, and that's icing.
Icing, and it's not on a cupcake.
Alex Tuck, to and through at BC. Missed the start of last season, recovering from shoulder surgery. He made a boisterous Buffalo presence.
Yeah, they've been moving their lines around a little bit, looking for a winning combination as they've lost 4 in a row coming into tonight. They really
Buffalo's 7 shots on goal to 2 right now.
In the last few years, Buffalo would get on these long losing streaks, and the body language of players was evident in their lack of confidence in themselves, but they believe in Don Granato, and there's great spirit on this team. Pasternak tries to feed Hall. Skinner loops it forward. Skinner zips it past Thompson, and
icing. 10:27 left in the first.
Don Granato, a former U.S. National Development Team coach, and he is developing quite the team.
Yeah, and that's what it really is. You know, it's lessons on the fly, learning. They talked about that most recent loss to Vegas. You know, it was a 2-2 game in the second period. They ended up losing 7-4, and there were too many freebies, too many easy goals, mistakes. They got away from the simplistic hockey. They've had a good start to this game. Their defense has been good.
Yep. Thompson. McAvoy uses the
What's
body
up, Seth?
well.
Welcome
Marchand shot off Pilot's stick. Vinny Hinostroza on the boards. Matt Grzelcyk spins it forward, and the Bruins change out. Rasmus Dahlin, another #1 pick, goes all the way to the hash marks. Rasmus Asplund back to the point. Girgenson's one-timer blocked. Coyle up but not out.
There's going back and forth kind of right now. Neutral zone type of action.
Hinostroza dishes, gets it back. Asplund low, can't make a play.
Some of these names are really hard to say too.
And that's the coin that won't get tossed, rolling home to you.
Okay, you're 10 minutes into the hockey game now, Boston, and you know everybody. You're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. You're 12-2. Everybody knows about the Boston Bruins. You're playing a team that's in your division. They're right behind you in the standings in terms of 1-2 in the division. This is kind of a benchmark game for the Buffalo Sabres to see where they're at. And Boston's execution has been off. Right?
Yep.
Might be off just a little, but it's off right now.
Yep. Bryson twists it wide. Zacha, 1 against 3.
That ain't gonna work.
Waves
that
it
dog
down.
don't hunt when you go 1-on-3 in hockey.
The Nosek line comes out. Casey Fitzgerald, son of Tom, and that hits Quinn in the side of the head. He gets up and leaves.
Oh my God, he's
his
a mess.
own power.
He was knocked senseless.
Remaining first period, the Bruins only have 2 shots on goal.
They're not going to show that again, I don't think.
11+ minutes.
Got knocked right in the head.
We have over 90.
So welcome in, everybody. If you are brand new to us, this is our second channel. This is the Deuce. On our primary channel, we've got close to 14,000 followers. We do NFL, basically football, baseball, and Disney. Over here, it's hockey, soccer, and basketball on this channel. Hit us up with a follow tonight. Help us out. We're working to get to 1,000 subscribers. Only been doing this channel a little over a month with actual content. So it's nice that we're actually moving along with it and getting it going. And we appreciate you all coming in tonight and checking out how we do hockey. We think we do a pretty good job of keeping you engaged and part of the channel, which is our focus point. Hopefully Christmas stuff is ready for you. If that's the plan for your house. Some people don't like to put up Christmas till after Thanksgiving. I know my parents were that way when they were younger. I am not like that. I follow Disney's timing. August 1st, Halloween goes up. October 31st, in the night, Halloween goes down. November 1st, Halloween is up. Or Christmas is up. We're a little bit behind this year because I had all the kids working and I take the lead on everything and I needed help. So we just got done everything today. Trees are now done and decorated, all of them in our house. And all the decorations are up around the living room. And the decorations are up out front in the yard. So now it's time to eat. Let's get Thanksgiving food coming. That'll be next week.
Comforts of home presented by Bernie and Phil's. Save up to 10 during Bernie and Phil's Veterans Day Savings Event going on now. You see Hampus Lindholm leading the way as he usually does. Connor Clifton down a little bit. So was Brandon Carlo, Matt Grzelcyk, Jacob Zabora all down from their averages as well. Charlie McAvoy feeling good, guys. And Jim Montgomery said
let's
today
do it. Let's do it.
He expects them to play tomorrow
Bucket
in the back-to-back as well.
Full marks to the athletic training staff and the conditioning people. It's unbelievable how Grzelcyk, Marchand, and McAvoy have exceeded expectations.
Yeah,
Sports medicine has come so far in the last 20 years.
Yeah, and kudos to the players.
Yeah, everybody's
too,
different, Seth.
The buy-in, they're all in.
I respect that. Nobody's right or wrong in when they do it.
What can I do? We were talking
if they
about
do it.
Rehabilitation.
It's all personal preference.
Make sure you're in the best possible
What's up, Flame
shape
Red?
prior
Welcome
to
in.
your surgery. Yeah. In order to accelerate the return process.
It's all about minimizing the downtime because the schedule and the calendar wait for no one.
The Bruins try to fly pattern right there from deep in their own zone. Smith flying the zone out center ice.
Nice.
Lindholm, long distance pass. They just didn't connect.
Thompson using that big reach.
Man, he's quick.
He can get the shot off. Against Vegas 2 nights ago, Thompson was flat-footed in the slot, got fed a pass that was shootable, cracked a one-timer, and the radar picked it up at 100 miles an hour. Casey Middlestat.
That's crazy when you can do it 100 miles an hour.
The guy is 6'7", Thompson, and you wouldn't know it from his agility. Anderson will take the face-off.
It's not really a set play off the draw. I mean, it's an idea that develops after you get possession and you got to turn back. Middle of your screen, there goes Craig Smith. He found some open ice. Lindholm tried to find him when he went around the net or used the net.
Bergeron, Marchand, and DeBrusk. Connor Clifton. Brad Marchand's pass deflects. Zaboral fans, distributes right across the slot. Peyton Krebs. Bergeron cuts his rush off. Victor Olofsson near side.
What's up, Peanut? Welcome in.
Labushkin. Marchand to Zaboral to DeBrusk. Labushkin bumps him. DeBrusk gets it forward to Bergeron. Marchand in a puck battle. Asplund off Bergeron's stick. DeBrusk manages to get the puck in the neighborhood of Marchand. Bergeron tries a one-timer. Lindholm backpedals on the blue line. Gets away. Vinny Hinostroza had dropped his broken stick.
Yeah, that was the right idea by Lindholm. Play trying to defend without your stick. Go ahead and beat him. Take him one-on-one. You'll beat him. He just lost possession of the puck outside the zone.
Coyle steals from Peterka. And the Bruins ice it.
Stream one of the hottest teams in the NHL on your favorite device with the NESN 360 app. Fans in New England can download NESN 360 on all iOS, Android, Apple TV, Roku, and now TV and Google TV devices.
Stream it everywhere. Pay for it left and right.
With your TV provider.
I pay for it. It costs me a lot to do this package every year. They charge a good amount to do this package. Kirkland, puck's going to be dropped to his left.
Gets waved out.
Puck dropped to his left.
He's got 16 points in his last 8 games. Dahlin ladles it through the corner. Tuck back diagonal. Power dishes to Dahlin. A glove stopped by Kincaid. 5:40 to go. First period. Tage Thompson's 11th of the season shorthanded is the difference.
Black Friday is now, and it's
Black
all
Friday
this
is
month
upon
at
us.
Southern Tire. You'll get
It's
huge
crazy. It
savings
used
all month long on all major tire brands.
Hit the wrong one. It used to be a thing, you know, Black Friday, that you would take off after Thanksgiving night, maybe wait up till 3 in the morning, you know, and go to your stores for a 8 in the morning opening. And you had to get there early. Now, Black Friday starts, it's like, you know, you're sitting at home on Mother's Day. Hey, we're starting Black Friday early. Get on it. It's not even fun on Black Friday anymore. It's not like at least not like it was when I was a kid, when that was the thing to do. That as soon as Thanksgiving meal was done, you were getting your tent and your sleeping bag and you were going to sit outside of Walmart or Sears or wherever so you could get in the door and be the first to get the new Atari, you know. Those days are done. I remember my parents waiting in line at Toys R Us, I think it was. I think it was Toys R Us, the year the Atari 2600 came out. And my dad went up and waited in line at like 3 in the morning to be one of the first ones in there to get it. Hey, Amanda, welcome in. Amanda Orlov, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. If you all are not subscribed today, hit us up. Make sure you are so you know when we're live. Have that alarm, have that little bell hit. Make sure your bell is rung so that you're good to go. All right, they're coming back in.
And the Bruins comfortably ahead.
Bruins top of the Atlantic Division right now.
Lost
wow.
Earlier today. Buffalo got off to a 7-3 start. Has lost 4 in a row.
Yeah, 3 teams tied behind the Bruins with 17 points. You pointed out Florida not being able to add to that this afternoon. Ottawa won their game this afternoon. Everybody in action today in the division with the exception of Tampa.
Jacob Bryson risking the slot all the way to the end boards. Cousins dangles on the goal line. Around the perimeter. Fitzgerald looking for Peterka's stick. Casey Fitzgerald around the boards. Peterka bunts it back. Cousins, the shot aiming stick side, missed the goal. Pasternak tries to split Dahlin and Power. Pasternak feeds it deep. Dahlin through the corner. Pasternak to Lindholm. McAvoy, the quick turn, feeds Krejci in a crowd. Victor Olofsson drops it off to Casey Middlestat.
Thanks for subscribing, Flame Red.
Dahlin, the defenseman, bullied by McAvoy.
Flame Red coverage.
Power.
Thank you.
Spanked away by Lindholm. Olofsson steals. Middlestat to Krebs, and a poke check by Kincaid.
Big time stop. The Bruins needed that right there. I mean, it's been all Buffalo here in the first period.
Shots are 9-3.
Yeah, I was about to say that. 9-3.
Marchand back to Zaboral. Marchand takes the hit from Lyubushkin. Girgensons off the boards. Carlo dives to get it away from Asplund. DeBrusque not enough on the indirect pass, rescued by Carlo. Frederick into the right wing corner, blows a tire. That's symbolic of the way the first period has gone for Boston. Coyle, a strong move around Thompson, gets it back from Lindholm, feeds Frederick, the shot by Zacha and a save by Anderson. McAvoy right back in front. Thompson angled off by Zacha's check. Zacha, a hard pass for Frederick and a glove save by Anderson.
Nice save.
Frederick willing to
and we got a little pushing and shoving going on.
Alex Tuck.
I always like when that happens. They're just, again, dancing like it's prom night. That's it.
Well, finally, Boston with a little bit of offensive presence. But they needed this stop right here. Whether it was the stick or the right pad, but Kincaid come up big. Nice pass by Middlestat down low. Krebs takes it to the net backhand. Kind of lost it when he tried to go backhand forehand, but a good aggressive save by Kincaid. And then the Bruins got something off the rush. Nice little play. Set up a one-timer basically for Pavel Zacha. Anderson with a big-time stop. And then Frederick didn't get a lot on that last chance. Try to go high glove. But at least something going in the right direction in the offensive zone for Boston.
Jack Quinn into the corner. Grzelcyk up the boards. Cousins picks it off. Bruins haven't come crisply out of their zone much tonight. That puck goes off Bryson's stick over the dasher and into the Boston bench.
And I like what
Into the
Frederick
Boston
did because,
bench.
you know, when the game has been kind of a flat line for your team and, you know, get a little physical, get a little nasty, get yourself, try to pull your teammates into the game by giving it some flavor.
.2:15 left in the first. 2:15.
Middle
2:15.
stat. Olofsson and Krebs. Powers one-timer. Marchand tries to flip it ahead to
That ain't gonna
Pasternak. Olofsson up Grzelcyk's side. Bergeron pokes the puck away. Grzelcyk to Pasternak. Indirect. Bergeron bats it past Krebs. Olofsson.
Hey, watch this
strokes it
Buffalo
deep.
team is a fast skating team for being a bunch of young kids, man.
Grzelcyk looks for
Makes
an
a
outlet.
difference.
Bergeron pokes along the backhand. Pasternak takes it away from Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin recovers the puck.
They could have got him for a cross check right there. Are they going to get him?
Lindholm gets possession and there's a holding call
Yeah,
coming.
I think the crowd reacted
Cross
to the
check.
knockdown by Lindholm, but
Boston, 2 minutes holding.
they were calling.
They're going to
Bergeron
call it
for
holding. It
hold
looked like a
away from the
cross
play.
check to me. They definitely
Like
looked
Bergeron was going
pretty
for a
decent,
line
Peanut.
change when that puck was below the goal line when Pasternak and Marchand were trying to come up with possession. See if we can get a look at it. It's like he wanted to go for a change. Slows up his man on his way to the Bruin bench. Referee decided that's a hold. Power play for the Sabres.
Quinn, one touch to Dahlin, sails it over the goal. Tuck, a crisp backhand to Quinn. Dahlin to Quinn. Dahlin, Tage Thompson lurking in the far circle. Nosek makes the tip. Coyle breaks it.
Boston coming the other way.
The shot off the post.
Off the post.
Alex Tuck on the counter. Quinn cuts middle. Yields to Tuck. Final minute of the first period.
Under a minute. Under a minute.
Thompson has a great release. Skinner back to Dahlin. Quinn. Puck bounced past him and Lindholm.
They're going to clear
punishes
that.
No, Dahlin
30
kept
seconds
going
in the
to
period.
elbow. He kept going to Quinn. Kept going to Quinn in the offensive zone. Then Quinn tried to force something into the high slot. That led to the 2-on-1 shorthanded chance. Charlie Coyle had no play over to Zacha. He did the right thing and he rips a shot. He just blows it right past the glove of Anderson and it caught the crossbar. I mean, you hang on to the puck, try to maintain some speed, stay on side, get the puck in a shooting position right off that right
Wow,
hip.
they're playing John Cena.
Put it up by that left ear, no luck. Crossbar and out.
They're literally playing John Cena. You
Coyle
can't see
having
him.
a really great
That's funny.
start to his season. He worked on his face-off technique
18 seconds in a period.
in
18.
the offseason, and it has paid
No
off.
score. It will be a carryover into the next period on the power play for a couple seconds at least.
On power, Victor Olofsson. Power, Peterka, cross ice, middle stat.
Where'd that go?
Delay and McAvoy
Up into the
deflected out.
stands.
Middle stat. Had he had Nikita Kucherov's hands, that would have been in the back of the goal.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of plays in this league in which they had Kucherov's hands. Yeah, that's a catch and release. Good chance to score right there. Bruins catch a break. Krejci couldn't win the draw, so even with 18 seconds to go in the period, another chance for the Sabres to extend the lead, but the Bruins catch a break.
Carlo.
All right, there's the end of your period.
The final sequence doubled over for a second. Buffalo outshoots Boston 10-5, and it didn't look that close.
They got to work on their execution better. Better execution in period 2. That's where it's got to start.
Sophie Yerksevich, Billy Chaffee, Andrew Raycroft in the studio for
listening to the half intermission here.
A breakdown of a breakdown after this.
Nesson is proud to partner with Salem 5 on the Salem 5.
That's something new. There's your stats for how the game's going so far up there on the board. We will start the next period with a power play. That's work for a quick 12 hours. Good gravy. All right, Jeff, you have a good night, buddy. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you again for your generosity, your loyalty, your support. It truly means a lot to me, to Kelly, just what you do. I'm grateful, buddy. Thank you.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections.
Be safe at work.
Some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may be.
All right, cool.
Put UC in check and keep it there.
Oh, crap. Sorry. I didn't realize that was on the screen. They jumped that up so quick on you on the screen. It just gets trouble. We try to stay within the rules and follow what YouTube wants us to do.
With roots in New England, Thanksgiving is one of our longest lasting traditions. And now Toyota is holding a tradition of its own, our annual Thanksgiving savings event. Get low 3.49% financing on most Corolla models. Toyota, let's go places.
Listen up, we got a problem. A lot of you are skipping lunch like it doesn't matter. Well, this year we take a lunch, a hearty lunch, one with chunky soup. Chunky soup? Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Lunchtime is your halftime.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the protection of Security Edge, and the most reliable 5G network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead.
Get started with fast, reliable internet for $49 a month for 12 months. Plus, find out how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of dry modes and intelligent off-road technology, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. The 2023 Nissan Pathfinder.
Interesting. I wonder if I can sort that. We're waiting for them to come back here so we can see what they're going to say.
Or shop our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles.
Welcome to this first intermission report presented by BuyAToyota.com for offers not seen on TV. Visit BuyAToyota.com. Sophia Yerksevich, Billy Jaffe, and Andrew Raycroft
Here with you, the Bruins trailing 1-0 to the Buffalo Sabres, but the score sheet isn't telling the whole story. Is this the worst period we've seen for the Boston Bruins this season?
Offensively, it was. Neutral zone, it was, no question. They've given up more goals in a period, but they were completely out of sorts offensively. They couldn't connect more than one pass, and even that was a struggle to get one pass made. They were bobbling, making poor decisions, and they just put a lot of pressure on their defense and their goaltender in that first period.
Yeah, I know that they were into it, but they sure couldn't find a way to get out of it, out being the malaise of just being off. And, I mean, they got out-battled an awful lot. That's the one thing, though. They did get out-battled at times by the Buffalo Sabres. And Trent Frederick, late in the period, he got involved. We liked that. Rick liked that. But otherwise, there wasn't a lot of that. I'm going to make something happen right here. Best chance, obviously, was shorthanded when Charlie Coyle and Nosek went on that. But, yeah, it was, as far as execution went, yeah, it was their worst period of the season.
So not executing plays. We've talked about how the Buffalo Sabres are having, a better season, better hope for their franchise. Tage Thompson is someone we highlighted, and he gets a shorthanded goal here, his 11th of the season.
I mean, you're David Krejci. You're like, really? A guy 6'7" with speed is coming down. I mean, this is where your 5 forwards
on the power play might get tweaked a little bit. This is, again, bad execution. I'm not a fan of the kickback. It leaves, it exploits room on the ice. Look at the way Tage Thompson is able to generate speed. First of all, he's going to be the buckle right there. He's going to be the guy that's going to turn around and swat the puck. And then look at all that room he's got Razor to generate speed.
And David Krejci has no chance. He can't turn backwards. He's not a defenseman. He's never going to be a defenseman. He can never take a guy on like Tage Thompson. And again, this is the issue with 5 forwards. It's not in zone. It's not when they have control. It's through the neutral zone. It's when David Pasternak's trying to go one-on-one and they have 3 guys standing up at the blue line with no speed, with no momentum. They can get themselves in trouble, which they did in the first.
I'd say Buffalo pre-scouted that real well.
Yeah.
It was 4 guys right there, the kickback, and then Pasta tries to go through all of them. It's the ultimate fly trap. Bam! I mean, they zapped them. You know, you hear that on your patio.
What a feeling. What a feeling to get that guy.
Zap it right there and then the other way.
Those guys.
Yeah.
Keith Kincaid, we talked about this as well, making his debut with the Boston Bruins. He stopped 9 of 10 shots. How did you feel like he played?
It was great.
Yeah.
He was very good. No chance on that Thompson goal. You maybe get a stick, but again, with
Isn't
all
that
that
hard
speed,
for goalie?
real tough play to get back. But other than that, he controlled the game really well. I thought he game managed well. I thought he looked very comfortable. Again, we talked, he wasn't going to be nervous. He's played a bunch of NHL games. He's not going to be rattled. He got out, stopped the puck. A little communication at times, but I liked his aggressiveness with the puck handling and slowing things down. A couple real big, this is the best save of the period there. A couple big right pad saves, finding it through traffic. Loved this period, kept them in it. Again, we talked about it, give his team a chance to win. And that's what he did this first period.
An eye test to me is that it didn't feel like, oh, God, your backup mate. It was, no, he was in control.
Yeah.
So the eye test, that's the good. Here's the good news. Crappy period.
Yeah.
Okay? Or bad news, crappy period. Good news, just down 1.
Yeah.
Got to fix it, go in the locker room, change things up.
We'll see how the Bruins come out in the second period. But first, stream one of the hottest teams in the NHL, that is the Boston Bruins. We'll see how they bounce back. On your favorite device with the NESN 360 app, fans in New England can download NESN 360 on all iOS, Android, Apple TV, Roku, and now Fire TV and Google TV devices. Download the NESN 360 app and log in with your TV provider to start streaming now. All right, plenty more to come on this first intermission report. Up next, Adam Pellerin will go one-on-one with Bruins defenseman Brandon Carlo. Bruins' first intermission report on NESN is presented by BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV,
I think they do a solid job. Most of these channels keeping you up to date on everything and touching base on all the stuff through the intermissions. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you all for being here. I'm working on a little bit of everything here. Oh. I don't know what they're doing to this Buffalo Sabre when they got some guy in a smock, and I don't know what they're doing.
Plymouth Rock just dropped my car from the shop, so I'm going to take blades to the groomer. That's my goal.
I was going to detail the mower. That's my goal. Another goal!
These commercials are ridiculous here.
I was going to go ice fishing.
Plymouth Rock commercials are ridiculous, in case you haven't figured that out.
When you can get NESN and more with BUFvs TV, get the channels you want with the New England sports you love for the price that others can't beat. Watch NESN live with BUFvs TV. Try free.
Viva Tequila Seltzer, the #1 hard seltzer in the world and the official hard seltzer of Boston Bruins coverage on NESN. Purchase Viva online at VivaTequilaSeltzer.com.
At the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event, you can make maintenance cost worries so last year. Hurry in during the Sign Then Drive event and give yourself a gift of a new Volkswagen.
Oh, boy. Shots on goal were not that great overall. MR dropping in. Savesco, what's up? Let's go Bruins. Welcome in. Cheering for the Bruins. That's a good thing, right? Got to have your team.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder
With a range of dry boats and intelligent off-road technology, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. The 2023 Nissan family of SUVs. Anything but basic. Make no payments until February 2023 on select vehicles, or shop our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles.
At the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event, you can make maintenance cost worries so last year. Hurry in to be the new 2023 Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month payment, and 0 due at signing.
Bruins' first intermission report on Nesson is presented in part
by Citizens Bank.
All right, here they are
Made
coming
ready.
back in.
Gear up for fall fishing on Charlie Moore Outdoors. A mad fisherman hits the water with his friend Chris Fitz for some October bass. Catch Charlie Moore Outdoors tomorrow at noon.
That's actually not a bad show if you haven't seen it, Charlie Moore Outdoors.
And this first period game summary is presented by BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit BuyAToyota.com. 1-0 in favor of the Sabres. They're also out shooting shots on net. The Bruins 10-5. And after the period, Brandon Carlos spoke with Adam Pellerin.
Brandon, didn't start how you guys wanted it to. How do you generate more opportunities moving forward?
I think it all starts with us in the D zone, getting out of our zone clean and then working our way through the neutral. But most of all, not changing our game. You know, you don't want to do too much on the rush. You can play behind them as well, and we'll create a lot of opportunities that way.
It's a measuring stick game for the Sabres. Obviously, a young team. They've lost 4 in a row. They have something to prove. Does it feel that way out there?
Absolutely. You know, in this league, there's no easy game, and when you come into a building like this, they have a lot of energy, a lot of speed. So we need to match that intensity and go from there.
Brandon, thanks. Good luck at the second.
Thanks, Adam.
So we talked about the Bruins not executing, but when they were trying to create offense.
Yeah, look at this. Look what happened, Soph, right?
Right.
Block shots. 4 credit to the Sabres. 5, sorry. All right, off by 1. But the way that they got in lanes, I thought they used their size that well in the period. They protected middle ice well. They protected it. Bruins, we thought had 4 good chances, right? These 4 all blocked.
Yeah, we talked about Darlene and power and how tall and long they are, but they're using that length and that good stick to get and close out on the Bruins, both in the neutral zone and the offensive zone.
Maybe the Bruins are just having trouble with those white on white uniforms. Holy smokes. Oh, my God.
They've been struggling, about 30 seconds. They've been struggling in the second period. We know they need to come out hot, but what do they exactly need
Get pucks deep. Do what Brandon Carter. They have to. It's the ultimate hockey cliche. Pucks in deep, cycle. Look, this is a big defense, especially those top 2 guys for Buffalo. Make them turn. Make them at least pay the price to get pucks. They're making it easier. The Bruins aren't getting through the neutral zone clean either. You know what? Sometimes simplify, dump, and chase hockey right now.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. That's key.
More cliches we can rip out. Yep. We'll get to them.
Okay, that's going to do it for the first intermission report. After the break, it's back to Jack Edwards.
This was nice. This was a good shot.
Hey, Park Hoppers, what's up? Welcome in. I can't stand that commercial. Aussie, welcome in. Aussie with a sickle. Is this your first time here, Aussie?
No one ever dreams medium. Dream big. Finish basement big. 6 new truck bays big. Retirement on
We're at a commercial break, getting ready to come up on the second period. We're just about done intermission here.
reality is a bank who sees tomorrow the same way you do. As an opportunity. So,
Got to find something good to make a short out of this for the channel.
You've always stood up for what you believed in, but this?
What could mean more than this? So, Mom, what do you think?
Nothing from me.
Are you kidding me? Is that for me?
That's a great commercial.
The BMW Road Home Sales Event on now. Receive a credit of up to $3,250 on select models now through November 30th.
I do love all the Christmas commercials out there. That's good stuff.
So when winter bites, bite back with Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling trucks, 45 years straight and counting. 2022.
I'd love to know where they film these commercials. These trucks are out there doing like 70 miles an hour on snow. Ain't nobody doing those 70 miles an hour on snow.
It's got the power you want. And the capability.
And here's the other one, hauling trees.
You can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Current Chevy owners can get a $3,000 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. Visit your New England Chevy dealer.
Nesson is proud to partner with Salem 5 on the Salem 5 Studio. Salem 5, offering banking, investments, insurance, and mortgage services. Equal housing lender.
Boston Bruins hockey on Nesson is brought to you by Berkshire Bank, where your bank matters. By Johnson & Wales University.
All right, we're coming back here. We'll be ready to go in just a minute.
Programs online and on campus. By the 2022 Subaru Forester, featuring symmetrical all-wheel drive. Subaru of NewEngland.com. By Viva Tequila Seltzer. Ditch the malt. Add tequila. By Unibank. Bank different. Bank unique. Bank Unibank. And by Audi. Visit your New England area Audi dealer today. 1-0 Sabres as we go to the second period alongside Andy Brickley with our Nesson production crew. I'm Jack Edwards.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
Halloran as at ice level.
Both podcasts
the
are pretty
Bruins
solid
have
tonight.
got to step it up.
No question about that, Jack, and hopefully Keith Kincaid can come through for the Bruins moving forward as well.
This guy's got a nice jacket
with the
on
black
for
and
his
gold.
suit.
Linus Ullmark, of course, started 8 straight games and 9 out of the last 10.
Like it.
That opened
It's
the
like
door for
blue
Kincaid to
black.
make his
It's pretty
Bruins
cool.
debut tonight. Let's take a look at the Plymouth Rock profile as we take a closer look at Keith Kincaid. 33-year-old has 167 games under his belt going into tonight. All but 16 of those with the Devils. Kincaid signed with the Bruins in July. He was 2-1-1 with a .270 goals against average and .922 save percentage with the P Bruins this year. And guys, you'll notice his Happy Gilmore inspired mask. He says it's one of his favorite movies. A buddy of his did it for him, and he's got another one on the way. He said he was surprised that no one else had done it before him.
As long as Bob Uecker isn't around.
Bob Barker.
Yeah. I guess.
All right, just about ready. Here we go. Get ready to drop it. We've still got the power play going.
Maybe
for a little bit of
a little too many light beers. Olofsson through the corner. Kincaid off glass. Skinner to Dahlin. Skinner to Thompson, and a save by Kincaid. Square to the shot with 11 ticks left in Bergeron's penalty.
Yeah, because Thompson had to stop that puck on that seam pass from one side of the ice to the other. Had plenty of time for Kincaid to get across, be square, get a good look at it.
Dahlin.
Oh, out of the zone.
mishandles the slippery surface.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. Power play over.
Kincaid reverses. Nosek knocks it down. One shot during the Buffalo power play, and the Bruins ice it. Not in sync tonight.
You needed a little communication there. You know, I mean, there was only about, what, 5 seconds to go on the penalty when the Sabres wired the puck in that Kincaid handled. So I think Hampus Lindholm just lost track of time, not clock management. May have thought that they were still shorthanded.
Dahlin.
Oh, nice save.
Kincaid, he's squared the shot again. So Jim Montgomery sends out Patrice Bergeron and David Pastrnak and Brad Marchand. Trying to
It's a nice angle he took on that, trying to put it in.
Boston lineup.
Oh, sorry, I don't have this down yet. I apologize.
Marchand races for the Krebs hit, takes it, and the puck gets away. Dahlin. Now Middlestat with space, closes.
Oh!
Drive by Olofsson.
It was a rocket block. Nice save.
Right to left push by Kincaid.
Yeah, and that was put in play by good tandem work by the two kids on the back end, Power and Dahlin.
2-on-1. Pastrnak and Marchand. And a save by Anderson. Followed the pass. Owen Power, as the pace picks up, sprays it in behind Kincaid's goal. Saboril to Krejci. Hinostroza gets in the way. Hall turns back across the line. Krejci digs it loose. Saboril through the corner. Comes to Rasmus Asplund. Vinny Hinostroza closes. And Kincaid has to make another save. Connor Clifton on the counter. Wing to wing to Taylor Hall. Swings it deep. Jake DeBrusk, the body check to keep the puck moving.
Yeah, Hinostroza had a chance off that rush, Jack. He just held on to the puck too long and allowed Taylor Hall to get back and make a decent back-checking play on him.
Carlo. Grizzlick. Good read by Cousins.
A lot of back and forth in the neutral right now again.
Grizzlick gets his stick in there, and the second layer is Nosek. Lyubushkin to Bryson. Jacob Bryson, a Providence College product. Bryson, a two-time winner of the Len Siglarski Award, which is the Hockey East equivalent of the Lady Bing. Lenny
Buffalo's still holding a
Siglarski,
slim lead from early in the first.
a real servant of the game of hockey and a friend to every hockey fan. Tage Thompson on the go. Alex Tuck turns it back. Rasmus Dahlin steers it around Frederick, only to have his shot blocked. The evident skill on the Buffalo Sabres. If they learn how to play team defense, they're going to be really scary. Charlie Coyle feeds it to Trent Frederick.
Referee
Takes
just
it to
got
the
whacked in the
corner.
leg.
Owen Power takes it away. Clifton tosses the beanbag past Thompson. He cuts to the middle and Coyle slaps it away. Clifton off the boards.
What's up? I know my rights. Good to
Marchand
see you. I'm hanging in there.
Goes through.
Nice shot on goal,
Anderson
loose.
makes the save,
And saved by the
rebound
Sabres.
tumbles out, but he covers.
Brad
Buffalo's
Marchand,
doubled up
individual
Boston on
play
shots
here to
tonight.
create his own scoring chance. Takes the breakout pass, but they had an opportunity on the 2-on-1. He's going to open up. He's going to get in a good position for a one-time. A good read by Anderson. Calm, collected, and a little pullback move to get around Middlestat, who plays the puck. Allows Marchand to just kind of pull it around him, get in around the dot, try to go high glove, and Anderson got that with the left shoulder.
Olofsson hard off the boards. Middlestat strong strides to get to the puck first. Krebs back to Lyubushkin. Olofsson getting through Bergeron's poke. Pastrnak races up the right wing.
Whistle.
And the play is offside.
Viva Tequila Seltzer, the official hard seltzer of the Boston
Hey, John
Bruins.
Messina, welcome in.
The #1 hard seltzer in the world. Ditch the malt, add tequila.
Coming up on 15 minutes left in the second. 15.
Jack Eichel had quite a night here 2 nights ago. Completed the hat trick with a 189-foot shot into the empty net.
Yeah, he also had a couple breakaways that he didn't finish on. I mean, that could have been a 6-7 point night.
0 for 2 before he scored and taunted the crowd.
Well, he got booed every time he even came close to the puck. So,
yeah, well,
good answer.
Yep. Good to see a full house back in Buffalo. Many are Bruins fans, but the locals believe in the direction of this team. It could go nowhere but up, but they are making tracks. There's traction. Owen Power, I was watching in the morning skate. This guy moves so gracefully, and he covers such an amount of ice in every stride.
Puck getting dropped.
6'6".
Red dot to the right of the Buffalo goalie.
What do you
Sabres
say? He's
come
like
out
a young
with
Hedman? Is that where you're going with this?
I hesitate to put him in that category yet, but the potential is there. Hedman was what, the #2 pick?
Oh, nice grab.
Robbed on Kincaid. Glove save. And Rasmus Dahlin.
Relatively clean game tonight.
So much more composed than he was in prior years. He seems to have gotten a handle on his self-confidence.
Yeah, you knew that. He knew he'd get there eventually. You know, the signs were there. As the team gets better, he's going to get better. The deeper he gets into his career, the better he's going to get, the smarter he's going to get. He's going to have a better understanding of, you know, how to use his skill set to impact the game. And he's having a great start to this season.
Lyubushkin bangs Frederick. Cousins, good body position. Coyle steals the outlet. McAvoy goes to work.
Oh, great crossing pass.
Frederick couldn't get
Nobody there.
Lindholm takes a couple of strides, and Anderson pokes it to the end board. Zacha to Coyle, using his giant reach. Tears his stick loose. Quinn takes the check from Zacha. Finds the puck. Fitzgerald. And now Cousins flips it to McAvoy's corner. Charlie slides it to the red line. Cousins has to wait for Quinn to clear.
A lot of back and forth right now.
Dahlin, wing to wing. Skinner looking for Thompson at the far post. Bergeron to Pasternak. Andrew Raycroft said the Bruins hardly made 2 passes in a row successfully in the first period. They have yet to do it in the second, Razor. 1-0 still.
Bruins don't look as strong as I've seen them the first couple times I've watched them. They don't look as aggressive and don't look to be passing as crisp as they did when I did them the first couple times. You know, I know teams have off games. You don't get to a 12-2 record by being horrible, that's for sure. So, I mean, they're the top team in their conference, right? So, they earned that right. We'll see if Buffalo can hold on here. I kind of like having the full strength right there above the ice so everybody can see what we are when we are. We go to intermission. I'll keep intermission at the top. Just because it makes more sense. Maybe I'll put the power play one down below. Kind of run it like I'm running the other one. And just change it over to black so that it can be seen. Come on, change over to black. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like that there a little bit better. And we'll leave intermission where it is. Just trying to give you guys as much information as I can. Well, that was fast, Jeff. That was fast, buddy. We are at a commercial break here in the second period. Second period. I haven't really had anything to make us short yet. It's kind of frustrating.
Predict the game to sign up now. Free to play, free to win. See official rules online for details. Presented by Leader Bank, exemplary banking and lending products with an innovative spirit. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Skinner, fresh off the Buffalo bench, is open on the wide side. He tries to find Tage Thompson off that backside post, but a little too forward. Couldn't connect.
All right, here we go.
Dahlin swings it back to Power. Kincaid rattles it through the corner. Marchand tape to Carlo. Pastrnak pushes it ahead. Carlo,
oh, nice shot.
And Anderson the save. Bergeron centers. Krebs floats it to the blue line. Marchand, the hand pass
offside
to Bergeron, kills the play.
Oh, hand pass.
Just a classic breakout right here, using that weak side defenseman. In this case, it's Brandon Carlo. Carlo's going to time it nicely right up the middle of the ice. He's that second layer right behind David Pastrnak. Give and go through the neutral zone. That allows Carlo to walk in below the dot. Anderson with a nice save against the Bruins defenseman. He tried to get it under that blocker, 6-hole. Anderson gets enough of it, and then Bergeron had Pastrnak wide open. And his pass, unfortunately, hit the skate of the Sabre defender right in the slot.
Boston's got it.
Bruins one shot away from tying this game and rescuing a subpar execution effort for the first half of this contest. Jacob Zaboral ahead for Craig Smith, extends the stick, and Foligno could not help but go offside.
Yeah, the Bruins are strong on the puck in their own zone. That's why they end up with possession. And then again, right here, Craig Smith, he avoids the contact. He's strong on the puck, nearly chips this by all the Sabres to a wide open Nick Foligno. Would have been in alone. Need more of that compete.
McAvoy to Krejci.
Oh, almost stolen.
Bushkin fans and gets away with it. Cousins drives it deep. Kincaid to McAvoy to Krejci to DeBrusk. Sends it behind Anderson's goal. DeBrusk disrupts. Hall centers so strongly that it comes 200 feet.
Try to get Krejci, who was open in the slot. Good triangle.
Yep. Bruins looked offside. Peterka bunts it forward. McAvoy one-hands it back to Krejci. And the Bruins are offside.
Hall was offside.
Hockey's here, and the Bruins are bringing the heat on the ice. Come on down to Causeway to watch key matchups during the 22-23 season. Individual game tickets are on sale now. Head to bostonbruins.com/tickets to purchase your seats today.
Vancouver, Philadelphia, and Chicago coming in the next 7 days. We'll have
puck down. Here we go.
For you
11:20 on the clock.
If you cannot make it to TD Garden.
Yeah, Vancouver tomorrow, early start, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they're in Toronto tonight.
Yep. Both teams will pack in a hurry and fly to Boston. 2-2 in the second from Scotiabank Arena.
Don't tell me Vancouver was up 2-0 again.
Bruce Boudreau, if he had a full head of hair, he would have torn it out. Skinner. Well,
no fights yet either. That's
penalty
crazy.
On Boston for what?
No fights yet. Got another penalty coming though.
73 Boston, 2-minute slashing.
Not one Bruin thought they were guilty of a penalty here because they're all drifting towards their own bench saying, what? McAvoy saying, me?
Boston penalty number 73, Charlie McAvoy. 2 minutes for slashes. McAvoy, 2 slashing, 8:54.
Yeah, you know, you wonder about the quality of a call when I mean, it's not 73, that's for sure, if there's a penalty there at all. But Boston's going to be shorthanded.
Wow, bad call.
The Bruins, the best penalty killers in the NHL, have killed 39 of 41 in their last 11+ games. Tage Thompson low for Alex Tuch. Spins it off.
Can't get anything there.
Carlo flips it off Coyle. Carlos stays with it. And Lindholm
clears it out.
Poised in a crowd.
Nice clear out.
Aggressive at the right times. And then they win a puck battle to get the 200-foot clear.
Alex Tuch gallops and sends it, what turns into a self-pass. Tage Thompson knocked down by Zacha. DeBrusk on the shorthand. Zacha the goal rush. And DeBrusk a shot with purpose. Produced the rebound low far side, but
I actually think it was a backhand pass by DeBrusk looking for Zacha off that weak side post.
Middlestat sends it through Zaboral. Olofsson recovers, and Power couldn't keep it on the blue paint.
Good force again here. Win a puck battle. Get moving. Create numbers if you can. DeBrusk on the back end. Yeah, he's trying to slide that across. No question. Just could not connect, but another good chance shorthanded for Boston. I mean, Tage Thompson has the shorthanded goal tonight, but Coyle rung a crossbar. Pretty good opportunity right there off that rush. Shorthanded.
Middlestat laterally. Marchand, who has 33 career shorties.
25 in the power play.
Peterka pokes it past the crowd, centers, and
nice save.
Gives Quinn nothing. Middlestat. Peterka to Quinn, to Power, to Cousins. Middlestat cruises. McAvoy gets a trip.
Again.
They're going to call another penalty. It's going to go right back on power play.
They're going to make him pay rent.
Wow, McAvoy back to the sin bin again. Yeah, the first time, I don't even know what he did. This time, looked like he did. They went to a quick commercial. Didn't even tell us. Welcome in, everybody. If you're having a good time, we're doing the Bruins. We're doing the Sabres. This is how we do hockey. If you like how we're doing it, hit us up with a subscribe today. It is free of charge to jump in the chat and engage with us. We like to chat with people and watch hockey. Try to make it entertaining for all of us. So if you're having fun, say hello in the chat. Doesn't matter what team you're on. All fans are welcome here on our channel. I've got both channels going, the Bruins channel and the Sabres. I flip back and forth and just enjoy the watch and have some fun. So hopefully you'll be able to do the same. If you are new, say hello in the chat. Tell me who you are and what team you're on today as you come in watch hockey. Could be one of these two teams. Could be you're just a, you're just a New Jersey Devil fan hanging in, watching some hockey. That's quite possible. Or a LA Kings fan, whatever. Everyone is welcome here on the channel. They should be back from this commercial here very shortly, I would hope. We're in the middle of the second. Low past the middle of the second. Ugh, I think I'm tired from all the outdoor putting up Christmas stuff today. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Get a good night's sleep tonight and try to get up, get back at it.
Kincaid in goal. Tracks this puck well. Even though he's down on the butterfly on the slide, he stays big, makes the stop. McAvoy comes out of the penalty box, drags that right leg behind him, knocks down Owen Power, and he's going right back to the box.
Tage Thompson.
All right, here we go.
Against Tomasz Nosek.
2 minutes.
Bruins control the draw, and Carlos sends
cleared out right away.
The puck all the way to the Buffalo zone. Thompson gains the line. Skinner off Tuck's skate. Lindholm. The diagonal past Coyle. Dahlin drops it off. Tage Thompson. The enormous reach. Thompson to Dahlin to Olofsson.
Coming up on 1 minute left in the power play.
Dahlin curls and stops. Olofsson to Dahlin. He pirouettes. Olofsson's drive and a save by Keith Kincaid, who has remained calm under fire.
He has.
A little spin move out on the elbow right here by Dahlin to get it back to Olofsson. That opens up the lane right down the middle of the ice. Just the one screen attempt down low, top of the paint, but Kincaid was able to handle that traffic.
Off the post, Peterka
rattled it.
Face-off win directly to Peterka, and he's right between the hash marks, dead center. Beat Kincaid to the blocker side, posting out.
Power, clean entry. Pass offline, and Clifton hammers it off glass.
29 seconds on the power play.
Zacha and DeBrusk up front with Carlo and Clifton. The D pair, less than 20 to go on the kill. DeBrusk leaves it for Zacha. The shot blocked by Power, comes back to Clifton.
Yeah, nice play by Clifton. The first time he circles the net, hot off the glass, gets the 200-foot clear. Next time he goes the other way, backhand, makes a nice pass to lead to that 2-on-2.
Back to 5-on-5. Krejci to Taylor Hall to Pasternak. Swivels past Hinostroza. McAvoy's drive blocked high in the slot. Rasmus Asplund hard around. Keith Kincaid alert to it. Bangs it off Gergensen's stick. Pasternak. Soft backhand pass intercepted by Lyubushkin. It bounces through to Asplund. Asplund to Lyubushkin. A long shot by Pilot, easily gloved by Kincaid.
Now we'll go back to that shot. Peterka, look at that face-off, went right there in between the hash marks, maybe even a bit of a screen too around Carlo. Overhead shows outside of that post.
Still 1-0, 6:05 on the clock.
Still 1-0 Buffalo.
Peterka The 20-year-old German has some spunk in him. He is not averse to the physical game and
What's up,
mixes
Space
it
Mountain
up.
Dave? Welcome in.
Grzelcyk to Foligno. Bryson paddles it back. Craig Smith can't get it deep. Bryson missed stick handles. Chaos at the Boston line. Craig Smith directly to Alex Tuch. Tage Thompson closes. Whips a shot on Keith Kincaid. Makes the save. Jeff Skinner off Grzelcyk's blade. Skinner centers. Thompson by Kincaid. Bouncing puck. Tuch to Thompson. He bats it wide. The goal stays on its pegs. Bryson. Lyubushkin back to Bryson. Slides it to the corner. Clifton reaches around Tuch to free the puck. And Nosek takes the pressure off by icing it.
The two big guys going to work deep in the Bruins zone. Talking about Alex Tuch and Tage Thompson. Skinner's just going to throw this puck out front.
They got lucky
on
that
all
one,
the way
really.
to Thompson. He gets robbed by
That was
Kincaid.
right there.
Tuch can't handle the rebound. Then he throws an aerial pass in the direction of his centerman, who tries to bang it in out of midair. Anxious moments in and around the Bruins net from the top line for the Sabres.
4:56 on the clock.
Tage
First, second
Thompson
period.
came of age last year. His first 145 games in the NHL, he had 18 goals and 17 assists. Last year alone, he had 38 goals and 30 assists. And it was not a fluke. A long time ago, my broadcast partner told me that big guys mature late. Well,
Andre, welcome in.
Thompson
Welcome in,
just
Andre.
turned 25, and he has arrived. Connor Clifton. David Krejci, saucer pass, lands at Hall's stick. DeBrusk, the shot. It fells Rasmus Dahlin, who is getting up, struggling. Krejci through to Hall, and
Great
Anderson
save.
holds his line. Middlestad can't get past DeBrusk's check. Lindholm squirts it down to Hall. Taylor Hall wheels.
Nothing.
McAvoy to DeBrusk. The Bruins' best offensive thrust, most energetic of the night.
Yeah, and it started with a breakout, Jack, if you want to take it all the way back. Krejci on the left wing boards all the way across the ice to Taylor Hall, 2-on-2. And now they've been in the offensive zone since.
Lindholm to McAvoy. The shot leaves a dent in the end boards.
Man, this puck is just living
Lindholm.
down in the Sabres' end right now.
DeBrusk patient. Lindholm to DeBrusk. Finds a seam. Lindholm to DeBrusk. Slides it deep. Hall indirect to Lindholm. Bergeron to McAvoy. The one-timer, a stick save by Craig Anderson. Rasmus Dahlin.
Going the other way now.
Off the side glass, and
they shoot it all the way down. They're just trying to get a shift change.
Clearly the best sequence for the Bruins.
Yeah, hitting
all
has
night.
picked up. I agree. Definitely
Bruins
picked up.
ice it.
Dahlin taking off to the locker room.
A number of good opportunities for Boston. It starts right there with Krejci going wing
If you're
to
having
wing.
a good
Now
time,
it's
you're
a
brand new,
2-on-2
hit that
crisscross. You
subscribe.
back the Sabres up. It's
We
a good
do
shot
all
block.
the teams in the NHL.
But Boston
All
maintains
the way through the
possession. It's that
playoffs
five-man
and the Stanley Cup.
rotation.
Hit us
Everybody
up
getting
today.
involved. Near chance right there on the forehand for Taylor Hall. In tight on the feet from Krejci. Shift, the one-timer from the elbow from Charlie McAvoy. Good puck possession in the offensive zone.
Dahlin has gone down the Buffalo tunnel.
Yeah, Dahlin took it off the
Pain
knee.
management, at least.
Puck off the
Off
knee. He's
Cousins'
out.
skate. Lindholm blocks it forward for Pasternak. Bergeron shields the puck. Pasternak tries to backhand it through Jack Quinn, and it's...
If you are new, say hello in the chat. Tell us who you are, what team you're on.
He wants to call it a
We'd like to welcome you in.
Lyubushkin
Penalty.
heading to the box. The Bruins heading to the power play.
Buffalo, 2 minutes roughing.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder.
Power play coming up. Power play coming up at 2:17 on the clock. 2:17. If you're brand new to my channel, this is actually our second channel. We just started this recently. The Pete McDivitt Show, which is our primary, has about 14,000 subscribers on it, or just shy of that. And we're working hard to build that up. This is our second one. Hockey, basketball, soccer over here. Baseball, football, Disney content on the other one. Ryan says, Bruins are a joke. Always lose when I bet on them. But then again, no one ever takes the Bruins seriously. Well, they're doing pretty good, Ryan. Good luck on your bet, dude. Good luck on your bet. How to make the perfect hockey game martini. Drink whiskey. You're welcome. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Good luck on your bet there, Ryan. We hope that you pull it off, dude. I always pull for anybody who's gambling on the game. We never want to see anybody lose money. That's for sure. Hey, look, if you know, I don't know if you took money lines. If you took money lines and you bet them every game this year, you still got 8 wins to the Y's that you're sitting healthy on, right? Take off the juice, maybe 7. 7 wins that you're sitting wise. Not bad. If you played all the games so far. Only for $5. Yeah, you're not sweating it for $5. It's just for fun then. Just to say you got something on it. That's not a bad thing.
Solution for
Start with a unique look at the matchup with the Canucks, and then check out how the entire hockey community connects to the hub of hockey.
That was not good broadcasting by this channel. They're talking about a weight loss show. They're talking about a weight loss show, and they're showing people that are obese in the stadium. Unbelievable.
Getting a little overzealous with Brad Marchand. That was the roughing call. Bruins on the power play, still down by a goal. Krejci along the line. Pasternak out high.
Well, good luck to you. Ryan, I'm doing 3 games tomorrow for the NFL on my other channel. 9:30, 1 o'clock, and 6 or 8 o'clock. 9:30 a.m., 1 o'clock, and 8 o'clock at night. We're doing it tomorrow on the other channel.
To make banking easier. Krejci. Pasternak.
JS, you took the Bruins plus 130 halfway. Good luck through you, JS. Anybody that's new, help us out tonight, guys. Give me a follow and subscribe. It's free. We're trying to get up to 1,000. I'd really appreciate it. Another save by the Bruins. Another save by the Sabres. Bruins with a quick one shot. Laura Harris, welcome back. Welcome back.
The length of the pass allows him the time to get from the top of the crease over to the opposite side of the net to be square to that one-timer by Pasternak. Pasternak was able to get a good entry when he made a nice little move on tuck in the neutral zone. That backs up the penalty killers and allows you entry in the offensive zone. Krejci. Saucer pass. Pasternak. Krejci. And Anderson holds the short side. Bergeron to Pasternak. Bergeron.
Nice backhand shot. That's a goal right there. That was pretty by the Bruins. Nope, not Sunday. Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
From the elbow from Brad Marchand. And before he can get back to his feet and get across the other side of the net, Bergeron, who was available in the bumper for possession initially, he rotates back to the net, and now he's able to get to the puck on his backhand and chip it in to tie the hockey game. Bruins goal was brought to you by Audi. Visit your New
Jeff.
England area Audi dealer today. Good use of the elbows. There you had
1-1, 1:09 left in this period.
McAvoy to Lindholm. Bounces it deep. Final minute of the second period. Let's go Bruins. The chant from the invading Bruins tribe. Buffalo is offside.
Overpower did the Bruins a favor there. Instead of just gaining the blue line, because they had some numbers off the rush. He tried to make a move, cut back, put his own teammates offside. Bergeron with the tying goal on the power play. Good stick-to-itiveness. The one thing the Bruins, even though they had, arguably they won the first period or period of the year, they just stay in it. Until we find our game, and they take advantage of a power play.
Freeze Bergeron's 6th goal in this 15th game of the season. Hampus Lindholm with half a minute to go.
30 seconds.
Stroza pivots away. Taylor Hall scoops it. And Anderson blocks it down. Labushkin trying to run out the clock. Grizzly to Carlo. Risset intentionally wide. Power. Nosek digs it free. But the horn.
There's your horn.
The Bruins have gotten away with a lot of sloppy hockey, but they are tied going into the third period.
Yeah, they're getting better, Jack. They are getting better the deeper they get in this hockey game. And I think this goal on the power play late period, too, because they had a number of good chances in this period because they had a little bit better execution than they did in the opening 20. And I think this puts a lot of doubt in Buffalo, knowing that they're playing the Bruins, 12-2 Bruins, a team that knows how to win going into the third period. And hopefully that goal by Bergeron does just that to the Buffalo Sabres.
There is no better team in the third period than Boston, plus 14, leading the league.
Boston, plus 14.
Boston is proud to partner with Salem 5 on the Salem 5 Studio. Salem 5, we love checking as much as the Bruins do.
What proof do you need? Do you need time to pass? Banners to rise? Statues to be built? To know that these guys, this moment, is special? Or maybe you already see it.
All right, not going to run through the commercials. We got a good one going here. Good one going here. Let's see if we get the data back up for the half real quick. They should give us that on the site. I'll see when they go to halftime if they do.
Get ready with Ford F-Series. No power, no problem. Because Ford F-150 becomes a mobile generator with available Pro Power onboard.
Very nice, Jeff.
Plowing ahead with the muscle you need to tame the elements. So when winter bites, fight back with Ford F-Series. America's #1 selling trucks, 45 years straight and counting. 2022 F-150 trucks are in.
Very nice.
Delivery with 2.9% for 60 months.
No one ever dreams medium. Dream big. Finished basement big. 6 new truck bays big. Retirement on the beach instead of a couch big. Sometimes the difference.
Wait for them to come back here from commercial. I'm surprised the website is still sitting there with 6 seconds on it.
As an opportunity.
Still behind.
So, what's your next move? Salem 5. Make your move.
I'm back home for the holidays, wearing my favorite LL Bean flannel. That's Carol and Jim, and Uncle Fred, and Pam. And this.
Don't know. Maybe they are trying to sing it. I don't know.
The outsider. You make the holidays happen, and that requires energy. May we interest you in the portable, pillowy...
Website's still behind. I'm shocked.
Delicious new pancake wake-up wrap. America runs on Dunkin'.
Millions have made the switch from the big three to the best kept secret in wireless, Xfinity Mobile. That means millions are saving hundreds a year with the fastest mobile service. And now, introducing the best price for 2 lines of unlimited. Just $30 per line. There campers out there, and this is the perfect time to join them. Save 25%.
All right, we should be coming back here momentarily.
And get the best price for 2 lines of unlimited. Get started at XfinityMobile.com today.
Nope, still not coming back yet.
Report brought to you by your New England Ford dealer, Sophia Yurchevich, Jaffe and Andrew Raycroft here with you. Now, the Bruins didn't play a good first period. The second period didn't get much better, at least in the start. We're going to try to stay positive and look at the Bruins scoring chances.
Well, it ended well, right?
Yes.
And it got better as it went on, but so we're really positive, like especially me, Razor, right? So the Bruins did have a couple of chances. Before the goal, their best 2 chances were on shorthander, right? On Marchand right here is going to turn, and Anderson makes a great save there. Forgive me, that one wasn't shorty, but regardless, this is another. This was a beautiful play. That was Marchand at his finest. He's going to slip right by Middlestead, gives a little lesson. Now, Craig Anderson, to that point, he was playing well.
He does. He always plays well against the Bruins. He's an old goalie, great hockey sense, recognizes where the play is coming from. Not technically sound by any means, but completely knows how to play hockey.
Sam Shaw.
He's doing a really good
appreciate
job.
you.
Listen, the Bruins weren't sharp again, but they found a way to get going later in the period. This shift was huge. Lindholm was doing a great job. McAvoy, the 2 D-man out there, keeping pucks in. Darlene was hurt this entire shift. He blocked a Jake DeBrusk shot. You see him in the middle of the ice here laboring, and the Bruins were able to take advantage of it, and they drew a penalty after this shift ended, which allowed them to get the tie 1-1.
Yeah, and then so now Buffalo starts thinking like, oh, wait, they had this great shift, offensive zone, sustained offensive zone time. Now they're going on the problem. Uh-oh, watch out. So, you know, looking at this, thankfully, they actually had 5 legit chances in that period before they end up getting the goal.
Yeah, so why don't we talk about that? It's Patrice Bergeron finally pays off his 6th of the season, and it started with a what?
Face-off, right. We're going to talk about a little like Bruins were getting butts kicked in the face-off circle. This one is a clean win by Patrice. They get set up, still going with the 5 forwards. Folks, watch his skates. He's going to corral the play. He being Bergeron, he's going to use his skates not once but twice on this play. Great lesson for kids out there. Practice the bad passes. Right there, 1, brings it back to the point. Coming up, 2, brings it back in into the backhand. What a gorgeous play. Skate the stick, literally. But this is really what we want to show you. Look at the movement. If you're going to be the bumper, keep moving. Eventually, left skate's going to come out right there. Heads down, focused on it. Back to the point, no panic.
And you can see all 3 white, you barely see it because of the white pants, but you see 3 Buffalo Sabres going towards Krejci. Then they get sucked into Bergeron. That opens up the...
That's true, Ryan. You're absolutely right.
Marchand's wide open. You know that puck's coming back to the net, and it's hard. The biggest thing is it's hard for the Buffalo Sabres to now get back to the middle once they get spread out, and that's where Bergeron makes his magic.
Quick puck movement, finally. Earlier, we were sitting in the green, we're talking about, they're spaced out too much. Here they got set. Quick puck movement leads to what Razor's talking about. But again, awesome play by Bergeron. That's something the kids, all hockey players should practice. Catching the passes that aren't perfect, the imperfect plays, to keep them alive.
Can't give a good player a bad pass.
Good point.
Yes.
And that's the way they want to go into the 3rd period, because that was late 8:51 of the 2nd period. As we look at our 2nd period game summary, brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Face-offs in favor of the Buffalo Sabres. We're going to deep dive a little bit more into that after the break. All right, so there's plenty more to come on this New England.
Your second intermission report. As we said, we're going to take a closer look at the second.
All right, quick break during the intermission. We got 20 minutes left in this game. We got a 1-1 game.
Is presented by your New England Ford dealers.
Fun night for hockey. I mean, we've had a good night tonight. This is our 2nd game that we've done tonight. This will be our last game tonight because I'm tired. Broadcasting, sitting here for 6 hours gets to you after a little bit. But we appreciate those of you that have subscribed today, those of you that have commented, left a like, anything that you've done. We are grateful. Our channel is all about our community and the people. So help us out. We appreciate it. Appreciate you being here, hanging with us. And I see my daughters out there talking with my wife right now. They're looking at the Christmas trees, I guess. Doing an inspection, I guess. It's funny because on the Sabres channel, they're already back talking about FanDuel stuff and everything. This channel here, we're over at the Bruins channel. We're looking at, I don't know, somebody buying a pink phone or something. I don't know. Something ridiculous. I got to pick out our games for next week. I don't know what games we're doing yet. Signal interruption. Wonderful. Hold on 1 second, everybody. I just had a signal interruption here. Waiting for my signal to come back in. It's not raining. Hang tight. Buffalo is desperate for anything hockey. That's funny. All right, where are we going now? Now I got a black screen. There we go. Must have just been something outside there. That was weird. I lost my signal completely on both antennas for a minute. That was weird. Do the Hartford. I don't know what. Oh wait, I don't know what games I'm gonna do next week. I've got to pick that up, figure it out. I usually do that on Sunday afternoons, but I got 4 games tomorrow, so I'll probably do it on Monday. Monday we're doing Monday Night Football. I know. Tuesday, Wednesday will be hockey and basketball. Friday will be hockey. Saturday will be hockey and college basketball. So we got a lot coming up. A lot coming up here. All right, looks like they're getting ready to come back in here in just a second. They're advertising the center ice package.
Then download the NESN Bruins schedule into your favorite desktop, web,
or mobile
right calendar for automatic updates,
That's
game reminders, and more. Visit NESN.com/schedule to download the schedule. Out-of-town action brought to you by Ford. Canucks facing the Maple Leafs. Vancouver leads 2-0 in the second. But the Leafs have the man advantage, and Austin Matthews goes top shelf. Toronto within 1. They keep the pressure on and get rewarded. Pierre Engvall finds the open net to tie the game at 2, and they are not done yet. Jordy Ben finds the loose puck off the boards and sneaks it in weak side. The Maple Leafs lead 3-2 going into the third.
It's his former team.
What's he doing down there?
Yeah. It's a new age, a typical new era of hockey.
Tonight's Heat Zone update is brought to you by Rodenheiser Home Services, your trusted home service professionals for over 90 years. And in pregame, we highlighted David Pastrnak tonight. Just 2 shots against the Sabres, but the Bruins not managing that many through 40 minutes. Now, we talked about faceoffs in this game, guys. The Bruins are losing a lot of them tonight. What are they doing wrong, or what are the Sabres doing right?
Well, Casey Middlestat all of a sudden's come in, and this isn't him taking the faceoff right now. He's 10 for 16. He's been a beast out there. He's over 52% for the first time in his career. And they've won a lot clean in this game. It's been anticipation. It's been reads. The Bruins overall, except, Bergeron's the only one that's doing really all right. And that's just happened as the period went on. But overall, it's been a lot of just battles, kind of indicative of the game raiser in general. Just the little things that Buffalo has done better than the Bruins have.
That's exactly where I was going. Just a little bit unfocused, a little bit less desire than what Sabres have had the entire night. And I think it shows up in faceoffs. It shows up in the neutral zone. It just shows up in the details in the NHL.
The Bruins had to kill off a couple of penalties. The Sabres 0 for 3. So PK, again, clicking for the Boston Bruins.
It sure is. And this is a team, the Buffalo Sabres, that came in real hot. And they've scored in 8 straight games on the power play. They've done a very good job, the Boston Bruins have, closing space. This has been the best part of their game tonight, no question, Billy.
Yeah, they've done a good job. We've talked about this before. Look at those reads right there. The impact made quickly by Zacha, the acceleration, Here's the thing. On the PK, sometimes you can just go. It's reads. It's not handling the puck as much, right? We've seen them bobble the puck, turn the puck over, not get it deep in this game. Right. And on the PK, oftentimes you're without it a lot, and you just go, and it's about effort. And then You get a nice save there one time by Kincaid, which is all part of it. But they've been working harder and smarter on the PK, and again, not trying to do too much.
And the Buffalo Sabres recently have had a very strong power play, so extra points for the Bruins PK there. That does it for the New England Ford Dealers second intermission report. After the break, we'll get you back to Jeff Edwards, Andy Berkeley, and Adam
All right, last
Keller.
period coming up here in just a minute. Last period. Devils are one. I mean, Boston was a surprise for me. I wasn't expecting them to be as good as they are. But that's just me.
Toyota certified used vehicle comes with a factory-backed 1-year comprehensive warranty, a 7-year powertrain warranty, 7 years of roadside assistance, and peace of mind, knowing Toyota is the longest-lasting brand. And you can get 4.99 for 60 on a certified RAV4, Highlander, Tacoma, Camry, or Corolla. Check out local listings at toyotacertified.com. The best new cars.
Well, Ryan, it's a surprise to me because I'm not as strong on hockey as you are. This hockey's new to me. I'm learning as we go along.
But now I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day that's effective without topical steroids. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin.
Commercial Central right now.
Itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots.
I am enjoying it so far. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun calling it. I'm learning the game as we go along. I'm learning the players. And, I mean, it's definitely, I've seen a bunch of hockey games live, and it's much better live. I mean, it's incredible live. It's live. It's like an experience when you go to the arena. But I am enjoying it so far. We're meeting a lot of good people, and that's good stuff, right? Now, our partner channel, Samwell B, The Experience, he calls all the Toronto games. I leave that for him. I don't try to take, I don't try to stream over people that are friends of mine. Try to find other things. There's plenty of games that I can do. There's a lot of good teams in hockey, and, you know, I do that, so. With a radio on your head is the best. You listen to play-by-play as you're watching it. Go, Leafs, go, MR says.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue.
You know, I'm just enjoying what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying the calls and having fun with it.
Intelligent off-road technology. You can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. The 2023 Nissan family of SUVs. Anything but basic. Make no payments until February 2023 on select vehicles, or shop our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that.
Dorna, get the facts, get boosted.
Now the Bruins needed a little something good to happen here before the period ended. It came on the power play. Good use of the bump of Bergeron, making himself available, shorten up that passing route, and then rotate back to the front of the net where you can pick up a rebound. And that's exactly what happened. Set up for the Marchand one-timer. And the puck deflects to Bergeron's left. Good use of the skate. Backhand tie game.
Bergeron extends his point-scoring streak to 3 games with 2 goals and 1 assist.
All right, here we go. Get ready to roll it.
Tage Thompson's 4-game streak now with 4 goals and 1 assist in that span. Check out the road ahead, presented by Nissan. We make cars that thrill. Shop NissanUSA.com. So back-to-back. Van comes to town, a 6 o'clock start tomorrow evening. Then the Philadelphia Flyers with John Tortorella behind the bench. And then the spunky Chicago Blackhawks were expected to be a doormat, and they have played well.
Always fun to watch Patrick Kane play.
Man, Boston's got a tough week that last week of the month. They got
so
Florida,
is
Tampa
back.
Bay, and
It has happened again
Somebody else
to
did that last
Vancouver.
week.
They jumped
Carolina.
out to a 2-0 lead in Toronto, and they trail 3-2.
I was just kidding when I mentioned that. Sorta.
Here we go.
You'll hurt Gabby's feelings.
I've done that before. In person.
Alex Tuck, cross corner. Connor Clifton plays it cleanly. Jake DeBrusk gets it to center. Thompson in traffic. Clifton ahead. Dahlin wrists it through the seam off Thompson. Skinner to Dahlin. Krejci calmly taps the puck out of trouble.
Yeah, that's been too much tonight, though. Inviting Buffalo into your zone. I mean, there was an easy carry and just a simple pass from Dahlin through the neutral
21
zone.
to 15 shots on goal. Buffalo leads.
That's been too much tonight, particularly with that line.
21-15.
Dahlin doesn't finish the play. The Bruins do enough in terms of getting in the passing lanes to disrupt that opportunity, but don't invite him in.
Krejci wins the draw. Grizzlick indirect to Hall. Spins the puck off the boards. Middlestat brings it down. Grizzlick retrieves. Paired with McAvoy. Krejci tape to tape. 100-foot pass to Pasternak behind Bergeron. McAvoy keeps it alive.
This could be one of those games
Lindholm
where it's one
finds
goal
Bergeron,
and an odd
the
time
shot, a save
and an odd way to
by
do it.
Anderson. The rebound to the corner.
What's up, JD? Thanks, buddy.
Pasternak.
Good to see you.
Off the apron, gets it back, and splits the D.
Tough luck. I mean, that's good second and third effort behind that Pasternak.
Pasternak behind the back. Bergeron to McAvoy. McAvoy right back for Bergeron. Marchand feathers the pass. McAvoy to Pasternak. McAvoy speedily backing up Pasternak. Hampus Lindholm. McAvoy's
Nice save.
cannon. And a save by Anderson. That is the Bruins of the first 14 games of this season.
Yeah, the 5-man rotation in the offensive zone. I mean, nobody's really got a position. Just get open and create 2-on-1s and have movement, move the puck to the right people. They set up a couple of one-timers, both for McAvoy over on that elbow. One was kind of short side, maybe near the post. That one Anderson certainly handled, but some opportunity. I thought Pasternak had a chance to shoot one as well when he went behind the back, maybe looking for somebody with a better opportunity. But a great shift early here in the third.
Brandon steps up. The puck bounces away. J.J. Peterka saved by Kincaid. That was an important save.
Well, Carlos stays up in the neutral zone. It looks like it's going to be a really good play, but all of a sudden, Peterka is going to end up with this puck. Carlos stands up. They're in pretty good shape. Peterka taps it by him, and all Saboro can do is kind of play center field. Takes away enough of the
That's a fast-paced moving. I love it.
Kincaid's able to read shot. Peterka tries to go low stick. Kincaid gets it with the right pad.
Asplund against Coyle. Coyle now just 1 for 9 on faceoffs. Connor Clifton posting up. Grizzlick, a blocker save by Anderson. Pavel Zacha keeps it alive. And bodies go flying. Frederick and Girgensons collide.
Well, Connor Clifton made this all possible. It's a good read out in the neutral zone. He steps up to the offensive blue line on a chip-out attempt by the Sabres, and he keeps this play in the offensive zone. Makes a neat little pass.
What's up,
little give and
Snowflake?
go.
Snowflake
And
the
then all
boss.
of a sudden, Grizzlick's able to
That
walk
is a
in
cool
one. You can
channel
see
name.
from behind Grizzlick.
Have you been
he
here
had
before?
nothing but
That's an
short
awesome
side.
channel name. I can't believe I don't
Couldn't
remember
go
that.
anywhere else because of
If
the
you
bodies
have
in front of the net. Anything that would have went to
That
the
is
right of those
cool.
bodies would have been off net. So he tried to go
Seems
short
familiar,
side
but
with
I
it.
can't place it, but I like it.
Bergeron with
double.
Marchand and Pasternak. Lindholm and McAvoy back at the blue line. Bergeron wins the draw. Pasternak
Go
comes
Bees.
out
Which
of the
Bees?
corner.
I assume it's Boston
1-on-2.
Bruins.
Cross
Not
ice
Buffalo,
pass.
I'd assume.
Tipped to the neutral zone by Skinner. H. Thompson batted away.
There's a lot of Bees here with
gets it
Buffalo and
back.
Boston today.
Thompson using his
17 minutes
monster
remaining.
reach. Bergeron pokes the puck clear. Around the
Oh,
crease.
nice save.
Power. Tuck's pass onto Marchand's stick. Patrice Bergeron.
Offside.
And it's ruled offside.
First time.
Keep it here after the
Video
game.
game. It's cool. I like it, dude.
Presented by Rodenheisel Home
It's
Services.
really cool. I hope you like what I'm doing with
In-depth
hockey, and
insights on
you
what's ahead
consider
for the Black
subscribing
and Gold.
before you roll out
Stay
and
in
come
the know
back.
all season long.
I'll be
with
doing a lot of
Bruins
hockey this
post-game
year.
Final.
But I like your channel name, man. All right, puck getting dropped on the red dot. Neutral ice. Go Bruins. Good for you. Cool.
Olofsson tries to spin the pass to Krebs.
Full day of NFL tomorrow
Taylor
on the
Hall picks it
primary
off,
channel. 9:30 a.m.
and
start.
It's
9:30 a.m.
off
start.
Pilot's glove.
If you're
over
not
the
following our
glass.
primary channel, let us know. We'll give you the link.
Bring a sign to a game that says you want a souvenir, and you never know.
Yeah, well, while they're having fun and a little camera time as well, there's some discussion as to how
Okay,
that puck
cool.
went out of play.
I like it.
number
That's a good
one.
name.
Boston was hoping maybe you got a stick on it.
Rowland dropped the flop. There's another
defensive
cool
zone.
channel name. Man, the
Shot it over the glass.
channel
One
name
linesman said it deflected off the glass anyway, so
Intriguity.
it doesn't matter whether it was glove or
is
stick.
really
so
riding
no power
today.
play for
Love
Boston.
it. A lot of intrigue behind the thoughts behind channel names. I love it.
Krejci wins the draw. Clifton spoons it to Hall. He gets checked. Grizzlick steps up. DeBrusk finds the seam. Grizzlick. Clifton's slapper goes wide.
No, but Snowflake on my primary channel tomorrow.
Darlene cross
I'm doing
ice.
3 games.
Middlestat
9:30
gains the line.
Tampa Bay, Seattle. 1 o'clock
Middlestat
Miami and
gets it
Cleveland.
back, but Hall
And then I'm
on
doing
the
the
back
Sunday
check
night football
breaks
game at
it
8
up.
o'clock. 3 games
Taylor
over on
Hall
my
to
primary
David
channel.
Krejci to Jake DeBrusk.
Oh!
Off the pipe.
Rattling off the pipe.
Peyton Krebs tries to bounce it
My
through.
Ravens aren't playing either, so don't feel bad. I'm with you. If the
Krejci
Patriots and Ravens
to
are off for the
center.
same week.
Foligno gathers.
But I'm going to still have fun talking football, that's for sure.
McAvoy to Lindholm. Away from Peterka's forecheck. Buffalo with the turnover, and McAvoy interrupts it for the moment. Oh! Save. Robin Quinn.
What a save.
Kincaid under pressure.
Yeah, Brady chased you
Jack
down.
Quinn out of the corner.
You can go out and party with him now that
Pilot
he's single.
shot, whistles wide, stick side, and it's loose. Craig Smith comes away with the puck and scoops it through center. Foligno one-hands it to the corner.
The action is picked up.
Gives it away. Coyle, a whirling shot, and Anderson makes the stop.
Either Coyle was getting that turnaround shot.
Yeah, I'm doing all 3
Zonka was
games
walking
on
right
the
into
primary
it. It was a
channel.
bad
Can
turnover
somebody
by the
drop the
Sabres.
link in for the
How they
primary
didn't
channel
score.
in
Kincaid,
case Snowflake or
unbelievable, the opposite end.
Round Drop or anybody else wants the link for that channel?
Carlo.
On Thanksgiving Day, I'm doing
Up the
all 3
boards.
games, Snowflake. I'm doing the 12:30, the 4:30, and the 8 o'clock game.
Over the puck.
All three on my primary. We got 14, almost 14,000 followers over there.
Coyle.
I'll get one of my
Coyle
moderators to drop
Carlo
it for you.
Through the corner.
We just moved hockey and basketball and soccer over to here just recently.
Carlo to
Bill
Chris with the
Belichick.
wrist shot, gloves stay by
That's funny.
Anderson. Some wild action and chaos.
Give it a second.
aplenty.
One of my moderators will do it. There, Jesse
But
just
it's
did
still
it.
one
There's
more.
the main channel right there. That's the primary. Click that link. Follow that
At the
channel.
Volkswagen sign
Just
and
leave
drive
them up
event,
there, Jesse.
You can make
Jeff,
maintenance cost
leave it up
worries
there.
so last year.
I ain't worried about it.
Hurry in during the sign
Any of
and
those
drive
ones,
event and
Jeff,
give yourself a
MR,
gift
or
of a
Jesse,
new
click one of
Volkswagen.
those. It'll take you right to the primary channel, and you can give it a follow. Live football like crazy. Plus, Snowflake, if you're a football person, we did USFL this year and had a lot of fun with it. We're going to do that again next year on the channel. And in January, we're going to call some XFL games just to see what it's all about. I have no idea if it's going to be any good or not or anything, but we're going to check it out. So if it's football related, we'll be doing it over there. We also do Major League Baseball as well. Brady's done after this year. Brady and what's his face from Green Bay? They're both done. They're both done. I think Belichick retires? Belichick probably does not. I think Belichick's got a year or two left in him. You know, as soon as Belichick does, he'll be right to the Hall of Fame. But I don't think Belichick's ready to retire. I don't think mentally he is. He's done a great job with that Patriots team. No disrespect to the Patriots. He's gotten more out of the Patriots this year than I expected. And a lot of it has to do with him because he's one of the greatest coaches ever. I'm not a Belichick fan because he's killed my Ravens over the years, but he's a great person. Great coach. That's all right. I appreciate you being here, Steve. Thank you. I think he's done. Watch his mannerisms. Watch his facials in the game. Thank you, Snowflake. Watch his facials. Watch his mannerisms. Rodgers doesn't even look like he's there. He looks like he's thinking about being out on a pond, you know, talking to the Maharaji Mahayogi, you know, about life's intent. I think both of them are done this year, especially if they don't win.
McAvoy cross ice.
Yeah, that's true. I think he'll go do that. Brady's got that chance to go be an announcer for $300 million. He'll go do that and be really good at it. He'll go do that and be really good at it. Trust me.
Tonight.
No doubt.
Yeah, that phrase.
That's what I think.
Give your team a chance to win. Certainly applies to Keith Kincaid tonight.
Pasternak outside the line. Lindholm whips it past Tuck, only to find Dahlin in the path of the puck.
I mean, if somebody else offers Rodgers enough money, maybe. I just think he's done.
Can't clear.
Thanks for subscribing, Snowflake. It says it on the channel there. Thank you.
Thompson battles Bergeron. Bergeron to
Well, I'm looking forward to calling Brady tomorrow against Seattle because I picked Seattle to beat them.
Across center ice. Pasternak.
Oh, flags off.
Just missed.
Hampus Lindholm just put on a clinic carrying that puck from one end to the other to set up that opportunity for Pasternak.
Some guys are finesse skaters. Hampus Lindholm is
that's a great way to put it, Road Warrior. I agree with you there.
When he cuts a corner, he stays on that arc.
Peyton Manning on commentary is not good, but as a spot line color guy, he's funny. He's not good on commentary, no.
Zaboral. Anderson knocks it off the dasher.
But he was still a good coach,
goes for a tumble.
When he was at Cleveland, he was a good coach. He just didn't have good talent.
Flies
he was drawing up plays and all kinds of stuff. He was good.
The Bruins are tilting the ice.
Brady just gave him people with talent around him, and he made things happen. He's getting more out of his quarterback up there now than I thought he would.
Saka lifts the pass up the left wing. Frederick puts on the brakes, takes the bump from Dahlin, fires it. Crazy bounce off a stanchion.
12 minutes. We're going under 12 minutes in the game.
Laterally. Owen Power. Hard stop. Dahlin's one-timer gets all the way through to
Wow, that
Kincaid.
almost made it through. Oh, we got a fight.
And Clifton. And Cousins.
They threw a lot of shots real quick. A lot of shots real quick. His face is all lit up red. Brother got his face lit up.
Comes away holding his right wrist.
Wow.
Well, Power gains the offensive zone, trying to find somebody coming late.
Yep, they got rid of him, which is a sad.
Deflected once, twice. Kincaid's got to just get the face off, and in behind him is that battle between Cousins and Clifton.
That was a good fight right there. Cousins hurt his wrist in the fight.
25 saves for Keith Kincaid. 22 saves for Craig Anderson.
He's still one of the greatest coaches in the NFL. He'll be in the Hall of Fame first ballot.
Half a period to go.
Yeah, I think Cousins didn't like the chop down by Connor Clifton when he was trying to reach in for.
And I'm not a Belichick
when
fan.
Kincaid was tying it up. I think
Like I
that's
said, he
why
killed
he's got
my
the ice
Ravens
bag
many
on the
times.
wrist.
His team.
I don't think it was from the exchange of punches, if you want to call them that.
What's up, David T? Welcome in.
Well,
snow-covered
Clifton
Kentucky.
didn't have a problem with Cousins' behavior except for reaching for the puck.
I think the Buffalo bench wanted to know if their player Cousins was okay.
All right, we got 4 on 4 for 2
He's got the
minutes.
ice bag on the wrist. If he needed attention, get him in the locker room, get somebody else over in the box. But 4 on 4 action.
Kevin Pollock says after checking with Cousins, he's okay. Patrice Bergeron takes the ice in front of him, drops it to Hampus Lindholm. McAvoy dangles. Bergeron, shot saved by Anderson without his stick. Marchand takes the bump, freeing Bergeron to take the puck. Tage Thompson, a sneak away attempt for Casey Middlestat.
Bergeron had Hampus Lindholm coming in from that left point. The Sabres
thought
sniffed
about
it
it.
out, got a stick in there, and then almost had a breakaway as a result.
5 on 5 for another minute and 10 plus as they're matching roughing penalties. Dahlin back to center. Now Victor Olofsson. Olofsson slings it around. Alex
I got
Tuck.
too far behind it.
Pasternak gets a stick on it. Carlo to Grizzly. The long diagonal. Taylor Hall with Pasternak coming fast. Pasternak behind his back. Passes to nobody home. McAvoy to Lindholm. Charlie McAvoy gains the line. David Krejci fires away. Missing by 8 inches.
Oh, nice give and go between Lindholm and McAvoy, and then a little cutback move by Krejci.
McAvoy bounces the pass. Pasternak out of the corner for Krejci. Clifton and Cousins are out of the penalty bench. Pilot. Girgensons goes in hard against Clifton. Krejci around the boards.
Coming up on 9 minutes.
Skinner flings the backhand. Krejci to Coyle. One-timer Not on goal.
What a look by Krejci.
Krejci gets up and is right in the path of Vinny Hinostroza. Grzelcyk laterally for Zacha. Pavel Zacha off Peterka's skate. JJ Peterka on Carlo. Carlo keeps him in the corner. Sticks a puck up the boards. Owen Power to the middle of the blue line. Peterka. Grzelcyk and Pavel Zacha and DeBrusk laterally for Carlo. Red line and in.
No icing. Here we go. Coming up on 8 minutes.
The Nosek line out there now for Jim Montgomery's Boston Bruins. Owen Power long indirect, does not connect. Zaboral to Frederick. And
got whistles.
A hand pass.
Hand pass.
7:54 to go in a 1-1 game in Buffalo.
All right, so if you are brand new to me, just a couple things. This is our second channel. We do NFL, we do baseball, football, and Disney on the other channel. Our primary. We do hockey, basketball, and soccer here. We're going to do World Cup. I am a triple amputee. Please don't get caught off guard if I go to my left hand and move it or do that. I lost my hand and both of my legs in a medical tragedy not that long ago, actually. Spent over a month and a half in a coma and about 400 days in a hospital. I do this channel and all that we do because of my son and having fun with him. He and I do this together. I do more of it than him because he's got his own kid's life to live. But when we get to spend time together, this is kind of fun. We love sports. We love Disney. Hit us up with a follow. Hit us up with a follow. I do my sports broadcast a little bit different than most. I don't sit here and require you to super chat, super sticker, PayPal, or Venmo just to talk with us in the chat. I don't like sports creators that do that, so I'm not doing that on ours. Chris, if you wanted to, it's PayPal or Venmo, but that is completely up to you. Somebody can drop that into the chat for Chris. 7296 LOL. That's, again, anything like that is by your choice and your option. We're not monetized yet. We just started this second channel. Just started this. We're trying to get it up to 1,000 so that we can get the emojis in and do the other stuff we want to do with monetize. No, I don't do Cash App, but you know what, Chris? Give me a subscribe, and somewhere down the line, you know, whenever we get monetized and you want to super chat, you can. I'm just glad you're here, bud. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. It's not always all about money, you know, but we appreciate you. Thank you for the consideration of it. I don't do Cash App or anything. I just appreciate people following us, helping us out with some, you know, all that kind of stuff. 25 shots on goal each. Let's get back at it. And everybody, welcome in Chris 7296 LOL. Somewhere down the line when we get monetized, Chris, if you want to do it, you can. Boston just scored that quickly. Holy heck fire. Wow. I want to get the replay here.
And then he finds the open man. And it's Zaboral coming in off the point, head up, picked his spot. Good screen by Foligno. And Zaboral, pinpoint accuracy with that.
That was good. Let me get a replay of that. I'll put it up as a short.
Effort by this line, and the Noshik's going to take the body contact in order to win a puck battle. And he finds the open man. And it's Zaboral coming in off the point, head up, picked his spot. Good screen by Foligno. And Zaboral, pinpoint accuracy with that release. Good target, stick on the ice, a little bit of screen in front. Doesn't go for the back scratch.
All right, I'll put that up as a short probably. All right, let's get it back to live action. There's your information on the screen right there.
Marchand hops over Thompson's stick. Pasternak swivels. Oh, Marchand.
They almost got another one.
The high speed on target Bergeron pass and almost pulls off a highlight reel goal. Alex Tuck charges with the backhand. Where was this action for 40 minutes? Middlestat up the right wing. Krejci stolen by Olsen, a save by Kincaid.
Wow.
Olsen to Middlestat. Middlestat to Olsen, a save by Kincaid. Wow.
We'll say thank you to Jeff Condon for a $20 Venmo. Thank you for keeping me company tonight. Thank you, Jeff, for keeping me company. Everybody give hearts in the chat for Jeff.
The iron square. The force of the puck made the net go backwards.
I'll even give red Kansas City Chief colors just for Jeff there. Thank you, sir. Very gracious.
55 second shift for Hampus Lindholm. Usually they're 40 seconds.
Who do you think he is, Espo?
Espo never skated that far. He just hung out in front of the net, took his punishment, and scored on the...
I had to do that. You know, I got to give Kelly some love.
Can't get it deep. Hit a Stroza. Grizzly hip checks him. Carlo, muscular in the corner. Coyle clears. Less than 5 minutes to go. We're in the Ford F-150 Final Five. Well, if you were patient and you stayed with us,
Yeah, didn't you hear that, MR, when I had Mama cheering for the Ravens? He hates when I do that. It's great. Drives him nuts. And Ivone will do that for me.
Skinner manages the puck to Pilot. Pilot fakes the shot. Tuck turns and fires, and Kincaid makes a positional stop.
That was awkward looking.
But he had his body in the right place. Pasternak pulls a 720 to get away from Alex Tuck.
Under 4 minutes. Under 4 minutes.
We've shifted gears in the back half of the third period. Clifton off Quinn's skates. Connor Clifton lifts it off the dasher. It falls on the ice. Owen Power. Cousins runs into Clifton. Those two had a tete-a-tete earlier in this period. Rasmus Stalin, Owen Power across ice. JJ Peterka gets it into the slot, and Connor Clifton clears. 3 minutes to go. The Bruins could use some attacking zone time.
Well, yeah, absolutely. They need to make some plays coming out of their own zone. The clears are good, but play with the puck a little bit more.
Middlestat wiggles, shoots. Off of Bruin. I think it was Coyle. Power at the hash marks. 6 feet, 6 inches tall. Around Saka to Lindholm. McAvoy out to center. Owen Power gets it deep.
Valuable trade bait.
Flips it to McAvoy. Coyle.
Jets look really good. I got to give them credit. For sure.
Coyle taps back to uses his stride to get it to the line and gets it deep. 2 minutes to go. We'll keep our eyes on Craig Anderson. Skinner couldn't handle the puck. Pasternak. Bergeron scores from Marchand.
Holy heck fire. Another one right in the basket. Dagger right there, putting them up too.
Bergeron with the steal in the neutral zone. He's just trying to bat this puck into the offensive zone, but Pasternak's going to make a play on it with that hand-eye coordination. And it's a legal play.
Yeah, I don't know about Super Bowl, but right now they're on pace to make the playoffs for sure, which is crazy. They've had some great drafts and everything. I didn't think they were going to improve this much this quick.
Stick side on Anderson. The Bruins up by 2. Less than 2 minutes to go. Well, in the third period, in their first 15 games of the 2023 season, the Bruins have outscored their opponents 23-7. You're gonna win a lot of games with a record like that. Game report presented by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. And the Bruins apparently will get there tonight. Patrice Bergeron, the finisher. Jacob Saborl lights the lamp for the first time. All he had to do was Americanize his first name. That Jakob stuff is so old. It's just a great shift by the Bruins' fourth line, if you want to call it that, the no-shift line. Down low, Frederick doing a nice job, Polino doing a nice job.
Rex, stop.
He's the third man high.
Hey, what's up, Moeller, man? Good to see you, buddy.
He makes a move. Now you got to find somebody open because everybody's overloaded to one side for the Sabres in their own zone. And it's Saborl open at the left point. He just cruised in, top of the circle, picked his spot.
Rex, stop. You're fine.
Buffalo is using a coach's challenge for a misdeed stoppage for high sticking the puck.
Yeah, I said it was a legal play when we showed you the pasta.
Okay, now they're going to go back here and check it.
And I'll stand by it.
I think his stick is parallel to the ice and held about like chest high.
Yeah, it's not over the shoulder.
Yeah.
It's got to go over the shoulder for it to be a high stick.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Exactly. And they use their timeout to debate it.
That's illegal.
What?
That's illegal.
Illegal.
A space legal. Not.
I mean, from that one replay at that angle, there's nothing there that changes the call on the ice.
No.
Now, you show me another angle, maybe we'll have a discussion.
It has to be conclusive.
After video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. There was no high stick. Buffalo received a 2-minute minor penalty.
Wow.
You know, I'm not blowing smoke, but when I read it was Kevin Pollock's 1500th game, I really didn't notice because Pollock is one of the refs you don't notice.
I think 3-2, huh? We'll see. Appreciate everybody subscribing tonight, helping us out. Thank you very much. Means a lot. We want you to come back. It's that simple.
If it's physical, he's going to have a little more latitude. He doesn't call ticky-tack fouls. And he doesn't stand for any BS.
All right, we got the power play going. Can't put that up till NHL brings up their screen.
Wacky bounce. Bergeron behind the D. Drops to Marchand. His shot rattles off glass. McAvoy, Marchand, Tage Thompson looking to poach Pasternak gets knocked down.
A little bit of pushing and shoving going on now.
We had a possession and control dispute in the Vegas Buffalo game 2 nights ago. It was ruled possession but not control.
Dolan and McAvoy are going at it a little bit verbally right now. 1:12 on the clock, 1:24 on the power play. We will finish this game on the power play. Again, don't forget, if you're an NFL fan, tomorrow on my primary channel, we are doing 3 games. 9:30 in the morning, Tampa Bay, Seattle. 1 o'clock, Cleveland, Miami. 8 o'clock, Sunday Night Football. Make sure you're following me on the primary channel for all day NFL tomorrow. All day, starting at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, outstanding. Number 1 star tonight. I mean, the Bruins put this game away here under a minute to go, a 2-goal lead. He didn't know what to expect. Guy hadn't played net in a little bit. I think everybody expected that, Hobart would play here in Buffalo, and then Kincaid would get the...
If anybody needs that link for the primary channel, let us know in the chat. We can give it to you real quick.
So whether you were surprised he played or not, he's the starter, and man, did he play good tonight.
It's Boston's best start in 92 years, equaling the 1930 Bruins' 13-2 start. Coyle, a save by Anderson. The 1930 team went on to post a 19-2 record. Well, so far, 13-2 will do for the Boston Bruins.
Yeah, Jeff.
3-1.
Want to say thank you to my moderators today. Want to say thank you to Jeff for his generosity tonight. Jeff Condon on 2 super chats. Want to say thank you to everybody who watched, who subscribed, who helped us out any way possible. Join me tomorrow all day long on the primary channel. 3 NFL games we're broadcasting. I just dropped a short in the chat if anybody wants to check it out. And thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate you. We work hard to try to do the best we can. We'll see you next time on the channel.